Internet, hello and welcome to OKLCS Season 4, Week 4. This is the Gold Cap stream for today. We have 5 games for you. I'm AlexHNA22, and with me casting today is Thomas Shack Daddy Arata.
It's no longer Shack Daddy, actually.
Oh, that's right. You are now Fiddle on your face?
Yep, that's
Or is
me.
it Fiddle on her face?
Fiddle on your face.
Okay, because I know there's like 3 of you, and one of them is her, and one of them is... I don't know.
It's a
But
weird team.
anyway, we have the 5 Gold Cap games for you tonight from Week 4. The first of which will be between Beta Fox and Legends in Training. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump into that game. And if you tuned in last night, we did have some audio issues. Hopefully those are fixed for tonight, but if they do pop up again, just let us know, and we'll probably go back to the other microphone. But anyway, here we go. Beta Fox versus Legends in Training. Here's Beta Fox on the blue side, Legends in Training on the red side. What do you think of these compositions?
The Draven Blitz could actually be a real big issue early on if this Draven gets going. Known as being so squishy, Draven's gonna cash in on a snowball from there. Other than that, I like everything else. I like the Ahri. Good to see much of that.
30 seconds.
Got standard junglers. Kind of boring. I hate the tank.
Yeah. You know what?
Swain's an
I'm actually a big fan of tank meta. I'm not a fan of Lulu Janna meta. That's what I'm really annoyed with.
This meta is just awful.
Legends in Training go for a 5-man invade, but they're spotted out on a ward in the red side.
That was a good late ward. What's that? Drop that one. Drop that on me.
Might need to just be a little bit closer to the microphone.
I'm skewing up.
Alright. Anyway, Beta Fox, they're actually still in the red side jungle of Legends in Training. They might try and steal away this red buff, as that is where Voltron, their jungler, is currently. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna just try and start off on the red buff. Both solo laners of Beta Fox. Ooh. Does not see them.
You think they saw him?
I don't think they saw him,
I don't know
actually.
either. They're a little around that corner.
Yeah, Voltron's gonna steal away the red buff. Actually, Showtime starting up on his own blue buff, so unless he goes and pads over towards his enemy's red buff, they're not gonna know.
Well, they do have wards down still, so... Pick the Cho'Gath, you're gonna start bots on it, typically.
Interesting. I think already this split we've seen Swain versus Darius in the top lane. Not sure why we haven't been seeing as much Swain as before. I guess just not as many top laners in OKLCS play him anymore. Because I don't know, in my head Swain seems like a really good pick just with how good itemization is. Abyssal Mask.
Yeah. Later.
Yeah, I think Swain has a lot of good options for building.
Good, like, off-take, I get you.
I think the technical term for it is a battle mate. Oh, that's a good hook onto Arctic Bear, but Sox is actually already super low. Arctic Bear gets ignited, but I don't think that's going to be enough to get the kill. Good hook from Karo.
What did Sox take right here?
I think he's just been taking, not minion aggro, just like little bits of extra long-range poke from the range advantage between Mercury X and himself, and of course Arctic Bear on Sona. He's gonna outrange Karo in everything except for the rocket grab, so as long as they dodge that, Beta Fox's bottom lane is in a pretty good situation.
But Sona's a pretty good pick right now of Janna and Luke. I'd say she's probably picked.
But really,
Just because she's such a good art enemy.
the level of how good the champion is how well they abuse Ardent Sensor.
Off an item. Who knew? There it is. Get in.
Alright, so Legends in Training, their bottom lane is being shoved in. If they pick up all of this wave, they'll be down about 3 CS compared to Mercury X. But kind of what you'd expect. Beta Fox, they have the longer range AD carry and support, so they're going to be shoving in. And that's kind of what you want to do against Blitzcrank, because you want to shove him in while also avoiding getting hooked, because it makes it harder for him. Showtime with a gank up in the top lane, Redwater flashes immediately to dodge the Arctic Assault, so Summoner burned in the top lane.
Be greedy with those summons.
He got hit by that Arctic Assault, and more than likely he would have been apprehended by Dust Ball. And then, with a melee champion helping out Sejuani stack those, I don't know what the ability's called. Oh, the Charm lands onto Voltron. Now Showtime goes in, Rupture misses. There's the Arctic Assault, flash away from Voltron, but it's not gonna matter. First blood after the flash out from Horse Rocket. Meanwhile, Arctic Bear gets hooked under tower, has to flash out himself. Arrow forcing a flash while his AD carry had already recalled, so just a little bit disrespectful from Arctic Bear to walk up like that.
Really good combo there by Mercury X though. Trap right underneath, auto trap.
Something we didn't point out at the beginning of this game is that Arctic Bear is the one with heal in the bottom lane with Mercury X's barrier, which is kind of the thing that's coming out now, just because people realize, oh, Ardent Sensor, Windspeaker's Blessing, things like that, they will affect the support summoner heal. So it's more effective for them to have it. I guess you would say Dustball gonna apprehend it, Redwater, Decimate will come across, but Redwater's out of mana, so he doesn't want to continue fighting.
Smarter Dustball here. Step forward like that.
Ooh, Guardian Shinobi taking a lot of damage from Horse Rocket, who has his level 6. Guardian Shinobi's only level 5, and Horse Rocket actually has double buffs, so that's a dead Guardian Shinobi. Second kill picked up for Legends in Training onto Sir Horse Rocket.
Great name.
Yeah, I'm actually a really big fan of Legends in Training's, you know, little theme on their summoner names. They're like little knights in training. That's why they have Sir or the LIT.
I like it.
But no, really good play from Horse Rocket. He had double buffs, so he was autoing Guardian Shinobi in between all of his ability usage. The charm lands onto Voltron as well, and Voltron's out of mana himself. Well, in Guardian Shinobi, he's picked up a Spectre's Calba, because Redwater gets pulled in with the Apprehend. They trade about evenly, but Redwater's still out of mana, so their Dustball is going to slowly start pulling ahead in these trades. He's already pulled ahead about 13 CS. So some interesting things coming out to begin with. Spectre's Cal is the first item on Guardian Shinobi, which leads me to believe he's going towards the Spirit Visage, which you don't really do that as much anymore. A lot of Vladimir players have opted to just go for more burst damage with Hextech Proto Belt as your first item. I'm not really a big fan of the Spirit Visage at all either, because the only real magic damage coming out is Sir Horse Rock. Additionally, I'm not sure what Showtime is building with that, what is that called? The Fairy Charm? The Mana Regen item? Oh, Karo flashes for a Power Fist knock up on a Mercury X because Dustball actually came from behind. There's a Rocket Grab onto him afterwards, and now they're trying to give the kill over to Sox to give him those stacks. Mercury X is gonna not be able to secure the kill. It's Adoration stacks for Sox as well as a kill onto Arctic Bear for Dustball.
Really good. Not even I saw him
Huh. Pretty interesting, but now Legends in Training, they gotta go for something more because they are gonna lose that, or not lose it probably, take a lot of damage on the Metallic top lane. Dustball should probably actually be the one recalling right now while the rest of his team takes this dragon so they can get up there, but Horse Rocket's already on the way up. Spirit Rush forward, Charm lands, that's a lot of damage. Redwater, he misses the Never Move thanks to Horse Rocket Spirit Rush. The dragon goes down and Redwater out of mana, Sir Horse Rocket out of cooldowns, but he does have the last Orb of Deception.
The Cloud Drake's actually going to be huge for the... Let's crank extra move speed.
Oh, yeah.
Darius as well.
Golly.
Really good play. Really good rotation from him.
Yeah, and now Dustball, he had to only walk half the distance. He comes into the mid lane to hold up Guardian Shinobi's push. Really nice plays from Legends in Training.
Spirit Visage is really going to set him back.
And now, since Dustball is the one he's contending with in the mid lane, that magic resist isn't really going to do him much good.
Curious to see if they keep this lane.
I mean, they could just keep it until first tower goes down, which is very close up to this top lane. Horse Rocket has gotten a lot of free time with it. Redwater having a little bit of a hard time in his respective lane. He's gonna go wide charm. Doesn't quite land either, but Redwater is just trying to clear the wave away from the tower.
They're gonna keep this here.
Yeah, but here goes Karo. He's running forward, looking for the rocket grab, doesn't catch Mercury X. And that'll just be Showtime going back into his own side of the jungle. Shinobi gonna get apprehended in Dustball. Wasn't this maybe Emo Plague is being used, but Guardian Shinobi, he's already very low. And there's the Glacial Prison! He gets Noxian guillotined, and Dustball picks up another kill for himself. Charm on the other side is gonna land on the Redwater. Takes a little bit of damage for his trouble.
Or he is just
Yeah, with both solo laners already ahead of their opposite number. Oh, Crescendo is gonna come across. Barrier for Sucks. He's gonna use the Whirling Death to just take out Arctic Bear. Arctic Bear doesn't realize just how squishy he is on Sona.
Giggle.
That's kind of the thing you have to do about in bottom lane. You can't have one person much farther ahead than the other, because then the two members of the bottom lane are just going to turn on you in a 1v2 situation when your partner can't really back you up. Our first blood goes down in favor of Legends of Training in the top lane. We kind of saw that happen last night, actually, with Beerus walking too far forward when Cricket wasn't in the area.
Got that Twitch snowball in her.
And of course, you know, how squishy a Sona is combined with how much damage Raven does.
BF sword.
Ooh. A lot of damage going down on the Kara, but he should be fine here. The other thing that I guess we could call questionable from Beta Fox's item builds is Arctic Bear's choice to go for the Spell Thieves as opposed to the Ancient Coin. Basically, all enchanters nowadays we see are going for that Ancient Coin because it's such a good, it's good mono regen, it's good gold generation, and the quest upgrade is a lot better than that of Spell Thief. It's just curious to. Oh, and now this is also different, non-standard. Sox has picked up double BF swords on Draven. He's down 21 CS, but he's actually up 2 kills as well as whatever gold he has from the adoration stacks. Legends in Training are starting up on this Rift Trail. They've been doing it for a while, but Beta Fox do sniff it out. It's going to be a 3-on-3, but here comes the support. Arctic Bear is in the area. Emo Plague goes down. There's a silence on the Horse Rock. He's taking a lot of damage. He has to Spirit Rush out. Dustball is in the middle of the fray. He's going to have to use Decimate to get some health back. There it is. He knocks you and guillotines down. Redwater's the first kill of the fight. Guardian Shinobi will not quite go down. Voltron's able to chomp him down. It's a 1-for-1 at the end of the day.
So I saw this build on Draven the other day in one of my games. I thought he was trolling.
With the double BF sword?
Yeah, he actually went 3 BF.
Karo with a flash rocket grab misses, but he has the ultimate, and he's just gonna power fist to Mercury X to give Sox the kill. Beautiful tower dive from Legends in Training. And here we go. Oh no! Showtime has to Arctic Assault out. Voltron not having the feast available. He used it in that last fight. Oh no, he didn't.
Sure?
He did
No,
have it.
it's
He
out.
had it. I'm wrong. But Karo is super low, and he's found by Arctic Bear and Guardian Shinobi. Now Sox in between towers. He was trying to proxy, but it didn't realize the rotation was coming out from Beta Fox. Arctic Bear is here first, but there's a lot of damage. Whirling Death comes across. Showtime is taking on a ward on the top side. Dustball fighting on the Guardian Shinobi. He's come to back up his AD carry, but his AD carry is out of there. And now he'll walk himself out as well.
What did Blitzcrank look at? Because he threw it down towards the minion wave.
I think he was just trying to throw out rocket grabs, not realizing that anyone was there. Beta Fox, they will have 2 kills to their name now, but they did lose that fight. They lost the first tower already.
Down on the
Dustball is the one in the bottom lane. It looks like Sox and Karo will be heading up to the top lane. They're swapping already. Although that's not actually the way you want to swap. I think in general when you already taken one of the side lane towers, you want your duo lane in the lane that still has the tower. You know?
That way they down that tower. Give your top laner one.
Ooh, that's a good charm on the Guardianship. But, you know, he does have that Spirit Visage. I do think it's suboptimal, but it is protecting him from some of the damage from Horse Rocket.
Yeah.
I think Horse Rocket is super far ahead now. Legends in Training, they're back onto the Rift Herald. Horse Rocket 301 has Lost Chapter as well as a Luden's Echo completed.
He went Vamp Scepter and finished instead of doing yes.
Yeah. Ultron's gonna get charmed up. Horse Rocket doing a good job sidestepping the majority of those skill shots.
I do like the Luden's pickup here on Ari first, actually, instead of the Merc. He was so far ahead.
Yeah.
Just pick up that extra burst damage.
Ooh. Showtime with a little bit of a wide glacial prison. The Red Trail being used. Hemo Plague is popped. Horse Rocket goes in to get the tower and he Spirit Rushes out. But Arctic Bear with a beautiful two-man crescendo. They're doing so much damage. There's the shutdown onto Horse Rocket for Guardian Shinobi. Now Dustball trying to fight onto Mercury. The Black Cleaver proc. Noxian Guillotine and the last auto attack will mean Dustball picks up the kill onto the 80 carry.
Did still secure the tower even though he wasted Herald?
They used the Herald onto a basically dead tower.
And he used it point blank, so it got canceled by any form, or it gets canceled by.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know if Showtime meant to do that. In either case,
It worked.
not exactly. They were gonna get that tower anyways.
Yeah. They ended up giving up 2.
Actually, just the one.
Just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
Showtime made it out. I'm still curious to see what that Fairy Charm is going into.
Extra mana regen in the.
I could not imagine. I don't know any item that Sid's normally builds that would build out of that.
Righteous Glory?
Does Righteous Glory build out of that? I don't think it does. Because Righteous Glory builds out a Glacial Shroud and the Crystalline
right?
Bracer, which you take the Rejuvenation bead for the Bracer,
Rejuvenation,
but
okay.
not the Fairy Chart. So I'm gonna get ruptured up by Voltron. What is the correct keystone on Jungle Cho'Gath? Oh, meanwhile, Mercury just gonna get apprehended, walked a little bit too far forward, but it's not gonna be enough damage. Now Kara is the focus by Beta Fox, but here comes the 80 carry and top laner. Dustball is super low and sucks. Forward up by himself, dodges away from the rupture. He's trying to just get those auto attacks on. He's starting to do a lot of damage. Here's Horse Rocket off the side. He Spirit Rushes in. The charm goes wide, but the Rocket Grab does not. Arctic Bear goes down. And so does the tower immediately afterwards.
I actually think Ari could have picked up double kill there had she Spirit rushed forward instead of going back to the Sona there.
Yeah, I think he was just afraid of getting chain CC'd,
Yeah.
which is a fair, you know, thing to be afraid of. Oh, flash grab from Kara, but Dustball was not in the area. Ignite goes down. The smite will get him some health back. Here's Guardian Shinobi to back him up. Hemo Plague goes down into both members of the Legends in Training. Now Kara might have gone a little too far forward. Rupture knocks him up. He's silent, and he will die to the pop of that ultimate. Redwater got the tower in the top lane. Second try. Oh, good steal from Mercury. But it is a second Cloud Drake going over to Legends in Training. They do give up 2 kills as well.
Good for the Swain though. They're making space for Swain. Reform top lane. Hopefully finish this one.
Yeah, there it is.
There's the run.
It's a little later than he would have liked it to have because he did actually delay because he built Mercury's Treads before the Rod of Ages. Not sure what that was for actually because
Probably for the Ari.
a lot of damage on Arctic Bear. You gotta realize how squishy you are on this Sona. Oh yeah, but he still hasn't finished those BF swords in anything. the thing, I think it was Cutie Pie, was it? I don't know who it was, but it was some 80 carry streamer who said, every Draven player has their own special Draven build.
That's no.
In not as delicate of terms.
Yeah.
And I don't think that because I think every player who plays Draven probably knows more about Draven than I do. But there doesn't seem to be any form of consensus as to what you're supposed to build on Draven. Do you want the crit, or do you want the Bloodthirster, or do you want a Death's Dance, maybe?
I've seen.
Ooh, Legends Training looking for a pick onto Beta Fox's jungler. The Rocket Grab not quite gonna find Voltron.
The 3 common builds I've seen is like a Ghost Blade first item, Death's
Oh
Dance,
yeah, Lethality is the other option.
or a Bloodthirster, like that. Looks like he's going for a essence. Hammer pickup.
Well, since he has Caulfield's and a Vamp Scepter, I'm inclined to believe he's actually rushing the Death Stance after his double BS sword. Oh, Showtime actually takes the red buff away from him.
Damn, dude, 9 times or more.
Legends is training now, grouping up around this topside river area. Dustball gonna find Redwater, pushed out a little bit. Dustball's gonna miss the decimate, good sidestep from Redwater, but he's still gonna make it out of there. Apprehend's gonna pull him in, he's slowed up. Voltron's here to back him up, and no, so is Arctic Bear, but Showtime over the side of the wall. Rupture does knock him up, but Beta Fox, they're too scared to move any farther forward. Rocket and a ward wants to look for those charms across the side.
I'm trying to think that fairy charm is a.
Oh, two-man Apprehend is gonna pull him in. Rocket grab onto Voltron, but that's a good crescendo. Karo's taking a lot of damage, but there's a silence going down, and Showtime will take out Voltron for the first kill of the fight. Whirling Death flies across, but it's not gonna be any more kills for Legends in Training unless. Ooh! Force Rocket unloads a lot of damage on the Mercury X, but no charm, unfortunately, means no follow-up from the other members of his team. It does look like Showtime is going for the Righteous Glory, like you said, but still, the Fairy Charm is a big question mark.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a misclick now.
They don't have Mountain Drake, so it will be relatively slated. They don't actually have a very good Baron taking team, but it's already down to half. Beta Fox don't have a clue this is happening right now. Legends in Training are going to get this one uncontested.
Somebody dies.
Yep, nope, and there it goes.
Good rotation here to pick up the Baron, knowing that they don't have any vision.
Wait. Oh. Hey? Karo's making me question my my knowledge as well. I'm pretty sure the Athene's Unholy Grail doesn't really do anything for you.
No, that's not. I mean, it's gonna give you MR.
I guess your AP
better
skillings are 100% on
items.
your Q and your R, so that
Yeah.
40 AP you're getting from the Athenes. 40 plus, I guess,
I
since
think
Mono
Rocket
Reach.
and a way better pick.
I think
If you're wanting MR for the main Cho'Gath and the Vlad, Rocket is a way better pick.
I think the like I tout a lot in basically every OKLCS game I see it happen. I don't really like Locket as a first item anymore just because of the health scaling. I think oh hold on a second, Dustball's gonna just walk in, Mercury X gonna flash 90 caliber net, so he makes it out alive, but Summoner burn for nothing basically. Uh-oh, Voltron might be a little bit far forward. Rocket Grab misses after the flash. Karo actually flashes! He knocks up the tower! Rupture's gonna keep him there, and Karo will die! Sox now has tower aggro! Big misstep from the support of Legends in Training.
Oh no, it's a disaster.
Uh-oh, and there's Guardian Shelby flashing for the Hemoplague onto Sox. Barrier comes out. We'll keep him alive.
So I don't think the Athenes will heal him when his shield prop.
I don't think so either.
So,
But in either case, it probably is not the best item build anyway. I think
viable on like
I think on Blitzcrank, Righteous Glory is a really good item.
Such a good item.
Righteous Glory is, you know, it was reworked to be more of a support item anyway. It basically fits with exactly what Blitzcrank wants to do, is run at you and force you to either flash or get knocked up and die. But, you know, and then after that, Locket's a good item, Righteous Glory gives a decent thing of health. But, not the Athenes is kind of what I'm inclined to do. Of course, Rocket's gonna charm up Redwater, but he himself has also picked up a Spectre's Cowl, so not taking as much damage.
So there's only been, what was this, 3 trinket changes? 4 maybe? Can't tell what was that. But there's no blue trinkets on either team.
No, Mercury has a blue trinket.
Does he?
Yeah, that's a blue trinket. Just can't tell because it's sprayed out.
Okay. But it's 24 minutes. Everyone's nearly level. No trinket change.
At this point, it's probably a good idea. Or start getting blasted over the side so we can't go for any steals here. Legends in Training get the 3rd dragon to their name. 6k gold in the lead, 3 towers to 1. Beta? Right. Showtime's gonna find Voltron. He's got backup on the way, but Arctic Bear is here as well. There we go. Redwater's gonna get apprehended in. Horse Rocket storms him up. Orphan Session comes across. He bleeds to death, actually, is what happens. And there's the flash forward. Guardian Shinobi gets the bleed stacks onto him, but he uses that Sanguine Pool to dodge away from Noxie and Guillotine. But Redwater just gets picked off one more time for Legends in Training solo laners. Oh, I remember. The question I wanted to ask. What is the correct keystone on Shogath Jungle?
I think it varies between people. Some people take Grasp of the Undying.
Really?
Yeah.
That is the third of the three. That's like the third best keystone in my opinion.
Yeah, they've got like what you got. You basically all the ones in the is it Resolve tree?
The Resolve tree.
I personally think they're just
Really?
two forms of RCC, but I also think
I think Crescendo will keep him alive a little bit longer, but that's how Glacial Prison invested, and Sox is on a rampage.
a really good change.
Arctic Bear did his best. He used his Summoner Heal and his Crescendo, but now he's got Death Ball on his face. A lot of damage. He has to flash away. Rocket Grab lands onto Redwater, and they're gonna stun him up and auto him down. Redwater will go down to the Decimate from Dust Ball on the other side.
Let's go with the drive-by here. I like.
I think Stoneborn is by far the best keystone on Shogath Jungle, personally. Again, not a jungler, haven't even played Shogath on the new hat. But I don't know if the silence will proc Stoneborn. I don't think it does, but I think somebody told me that it does, but I could be wrong about that. In either case, his Q will proc it and his E will proc it, because the E slows now.
Really? Okay.
Additionally, it gives you bonus health, which stacks nicely with Cinderhulk, and of course, health goes well with, you know, Feast now. Additionally, that extra healing for your allies is nothing to scoff at with how much health you already have. Charm's gonna land on the Mercury, but with Arctic Bear there, no dive coming up for Horse Rocket.
He finishes the third item though, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Kalen's.
Yeah. Okay, so we do finally see Sox finishing off his build. He did go the Death Stance after his double BF Swords, and then he's actually now finished the BF Swords into both Infinity Edge and Guardian's Angel.
Hours.
Yeah. Now, I think all he needs at this point is a Zeal item, and he's good to go. There's no armor being built up by the enemy team, so doesn't really need to worry about that less Whisper for quite a while.
I actually would have went with VA here. I think I would have went with like
Oh, Dustball's gonna apprehend in two. There's the stand aside. Oh, but there's a 90 caliber net onto Sox. He gets blown up. His Guardian Angel up. Meanwhile, Horse Rocket has also died. Showtime goes out of there, but that's a good rupture. He knocks him up. He gets him down after the Guardian Angel. Dustball trying to do what he can, but he's getting kind of back. Beta Fox turns it around. They've lost 2 already. They've lost 4 now. Showtime gonna take the ace in the hole of the face. They've only lost Redwater, and Beta Fox come out with a team fight victory.
I'm gonna say you proved me wrong by the VA pick, but
yeah.
didn't do anything.
Sox walked forward, stepped onto a Yordle snap trap that chained in, and Horse Rocket very unfortunately Spirit Rushed forward into him. They got caught by the rupture. They got immediately afterwards, and they got focused down. Mercury X was doing quite a bit of damage.
a lot of CC on this Beta Fox.
And they just mow down 2 towers just like that. Now 3 towers to 4. They're still down 5.5k gold, but that did go quite a ways towards putting them back in this game.
I think once Swain and Black get some items.
Yeah, and actually Beta Fox throwing up on the Baron, they actually can take it pretty quickly if Arctic Bear is able to get that AoE Ardent Sensor onto all of his team, which Sports Rocket has respawned. He's here in the area.
Rupture's up.
Voltron is pretty low. Amount of Smite goes down, but he has the Feast to secure it. Charm is gonna land, and now Sox is here. The Red Legends, the training are on him. Voltron is getting focused down. The rest of his team has abandoned him. Dustball teleported into the backline. He's already fighting on Redwater, who teleported back as well. He's gonna get pulled in. Legends are training. The flash roar from Sox never moved. Not gonna be enough to keep him alive. They lose 2 of their Baron buffs.
So good for Beta Fox though. You're denying the
Arrow.
You're denying the Baron for the other team, obviously. Slowing their push. especially with your Baron empowered minions coming at their.
I think, yeah, there was a good play overall for Beta Fox, but there was a significant miscommunication there. Whoa, that crit actually did quite a bit. Dustball actually has no armor whatsoever, so makes sense.
Building a death stance.
Yeah. Death stance on Darius, that's a little bit greedy, if I say so myself. I think Black Cleaver is just such an efficient item on Darius because of the bleed.
Yeah.
But any further damage is just, you're losing out on overall item build efficiency because, you know, Black Cleaver, very good, but the extra tankiness to allow you to continue stacking that bleed is just better.
Well, I'm not sure if they've changed it recently, but bleed actually stacks the Black Cleaver. It's
Oh,
considered
yeah,
physical damage.
It actually didn't used to be before his rework.
Really?
Yeah, because it did not physical damage, but there's Voltron face checking, but he's very tanky. He's not actually taking a whole lot of damage. Well, now he is. He's gonna get focused down. He's not gonna be able to feast on anyone. Beta Fox now needs to back away, but the flash apprehend from Dustball. He pulls in 2 members. The charm lands into double kill. There's the Hemoplay going down. Showtime is trying to do what he can, but Redwater will go down to a triple kill for Dustball.
And the other half of the team is doing great.
That's really not boding well for Beta Fox. Dustball now 11-3. That was really nice. Flash apprehend. Force Rocket came in with the charm straight onto Mercury X, who is the only one who can threaten Dustball at this point. And yeah, Arctic Bear trying to use that Baron minions to push away Dustball, but it's not going to be enough. And yeah, Legends Ring, they're securing 2 inhibs at once. Well, Dustball's going to get pushed off of it now. But he did get the tower.
Then they're gonna go rotate top, take last outer.
Take the
or I guess
blue buff first. I wonder what Karo is doing in the base. I guess he recalled after taking all that damage from the tower we saw earlier. Oh, Redwater flashes for the never move. It lands onto him, but he's already used the rupture, so Voltron, he flash feasts him, and that's enough damage with the Gargoyle Stone Plate. Sock gonna get caught by the rupture. Arctic Bear is here in the area. He's ready, never move. He's gonna land, and it will be Sock's getting shut down once again.
A little greedy. Play a little immune a lot.
Yeah, I think Legends of Training, they got a little bit greedy on that rotation. They should have gone around the long way, or at the very least stayed together on that one, because they kind of split there.
Could have easily taken tower there instead. They're taking tower, then taking blue, and went back.
Ripple, Cloud Drake, plus the Ocean onto Legends of Training. So they're pretty fast.
Yeah. Imagine if they had a righteous.
They do. They have
they
one.
do.
The Showtime has one.
Yeah, the Blitz had one instead of like.
Yeah. Spirit Visage also onto Karo's Blitzcrank. One of the things about Blitzcrank is he doesn't have any inherent healing hit. Additionally, Spirit Visage is a very expensive item where normally you see like top lane tanks building that item. Overall, I think just being the support that you are, you'd rather, if you can build tankiness, but you'd rather it be team utility tankiness like Locket or Knight's Vow or Righteous Glory, like we've been talking about. Even if you wanted to go for this greedier build, which like in some situations is completely reasonable, but it should have been something like Adaptive Helm. I think Adaptive Helm would have been a lot better than Spirit Visage.
Better, yes.
Maybe even if you want to go greedier, but still just as effective, the Abyssal Mask, because it gives you mana for your mana barrier, and Showtime's caught. We'll just watch him die while, no wait, he's got Dustball in his back pocket, but here's Redwater on the other side. Arctic Assault comes out, now Dustball is going to be half the health of the Glacial Prison, and they've lost the top lane tower because there's 4 members here, and now Legends in Training turn it back around. They're going to get onto Guardian Shinobi. Ignite goes down, the Hemo Plague as well, but he gets stunned up and he will get shut down. Meanwhile, Legends in Training, they're going for more. They're going to get this tower. Oh, but the feast is enough to take out the Guardian Angel of Sox. Sox now trying to run for his life, kiting back away. But Voltron is the only one here, and Voltron will go down. There he is. And Arctic Bear coming in just too late. Showtime and Dustball basically won a 2v4 bottom, while the rest of his team 3v1 the
I was
jungler.
actually gonna ask, you know, like, why do you have your 2 tank spot? But it worked.
Blue team's inhibitor has been
Yeah. Oh, good rocket grab. Mercury Egg pops the barrier, but Sox will flash for the auto attack. Force Rocket comes across, and Arctic Barrier Crescendo's not going to be enough, and now he's going to go down as well. Killing spree for Showtime. Yeah, that should be it. Legends in Training, they've got 3 inhibs down. Super Minions streaming in from 2 of the 3 lanes, and the next wave just behind. There's the first Nexus Tower. Guardian Shinobi, not a whole lot he can do. He's actually gone for a very low damage Vladimir build, so not a whole lot he could do anyway, and he gets hooked and killed off. And there it is. Legends in Training will take the victory over Beta Fox.
Game. Builds are very suspect.
Yeah, I think Guardian Shinobi, his build was just leaning too much towards the tankiness and not enough towards damage, which Vladimir, you really have to do damage to be relevant because you don't have a whole lot of CC you can make use of.
Next item looked like it was Azanya's
Zanya's.
Hourglass.
Yeah, which again is less damage item than, you know, Proto Belt, Void Staff, etc. Things like that. So, that will be the victory for Legends Training over Beta Fox. We'll throw out the MVP poll for you in the meantime. Thanks for watching, and see you in just a few minutes for our second game of Gold Cap. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 4. We just saw the Legends in Training take the victory over Beta Fox, and according to your votes, Caro on Blitzcrank will be the MVP for that game, so congratulations to the support there. Our next game of the night will be between Pigs Might Fry and Feed the Baron, so we'll go ahead and jump into that game. Without any further ado, get that one started. It is Pigs Might Fry on the blue side up against Feed the Baron on the red side.
I like the team comp from Pigs Might Fry here. Very LCS-ish.
Oh, you like
could say.
competitive level play?
Yeah, like it's definitely a really good, well-balanced comp.
Let's see. On the other side, have some, you know, lesser picks like Yorick.
Yorick.
I don't think, have we seen the Yorick at all in high level play?
I haven't. The only Yorick player I know is Jack Booth, Diamond Cap.
Oh,
And I don't think anybody's seen him play that.
Companion Prism actually is a Yorick player. He played it
Really?
last night, I think.
Okay.
Or was it last night? I know he played it at some point this split. For Pigs Might Float.
Diamond Cap.
Right, so Pigs Might Fry. They're all stacked 5-man in this tri-brush. Just seeing if they might stack up there, catch them in an invade. But it's not going to be that anytime.
Minions have spawned.
I think, yeah, so Pigs Might Fry, they've got what I think is a kiting composite. Sivir gives you a lot of movement speed. You can run backwards. Talia is naturally a very good kiting champion because you can throw out the threaded volleys as you're walking backwards without interrupting
So
anything.
annoying to do.
Talia is kind of like one of the premier kiting mid laners. Janna, of course, is a disengage focused support. You can throw out the Howling Gales as you're running backwards. You can use Monsoon if they ever do manage to close the gap, which is probably not going to happen because of the bonus movements you get naturally by being Janna.
Yep.
Even Gnar can really do a good job of kiting while he's in mini form because he does have the boomerang he can throw out, which will slow.
Yes.
And then, you know, that it's not actually very bad even when he goes Mega, because when he goes Mega, that's the time when you sort of try and turn, because you've been throwing out these abilities while you're kiting back.
Now, that's the thing. That's why I think they have a really well-balanced comp. You have a lot of disengage, but at the same time, you can engage freely.
Yeah.
With Gnar, so just Sivir popular.
I think it's a really nice comp that Pigs Might Fry had pulled out. Sejuani is the least versatile of them, but it still fits the comp very nice.
Yes.
He's built that wave up so that it pushes into the tower. Gettysburg starting to fall behind on CS. He's gonna have to pick up as much as he can, but he's missed quite a few to that tower. Granted, probably some of Triquadian CS is from ghouls.
Not a lot. I've only seen him spawn. I think this is the second wave of ghouls I've seen. And I don't know if they actually give you CS. I learned today that Heimer turrets do not.
They don't count towards
They
the
don't
CS
count
numbers?
as CS.
Oh wow.
Not sure if the ghouls.
Yeah, I think I know at one point they used to, but
Yeah.
they did go back and change a lot of things to not count. So I don't know if duels fell into that category or not, but that is something I didn't even really. There's the ghouls jumping on a Triquadian.
Oh, they don't count.
Yeah, guess
They
you're
do
right.
14 CS.
So now Gettysburg, he has the wave pushing in towards him, so now he is actually going to start pulling himself ahead, assuming he can pick him up.
Okay, so Warwick did a full clear on his bot side, which I don't think is a good move here, with Hard going to be constantly pushing in this top lane. Could have ganked a minute ago. Now Mega.
Is here. Wallop is going to come out, but he already got the fear, and he hops away from the Dark Procession, but that's a lot of damage going down. Lep does have the red buff, so he will be slowing on to Triquadian. There's first blood with that one.
Very nice.
Good game from Lep.
Later than expected. But
I'm
You gotta have
surprised.
that ward out there.
To be honest, I'm actually just surprised that it worked, because he pathed in from the tri-brush without going all the long way around. Triquadian did still have his flash up.
So much damage coming out of this shoot.
Warwick and Warwick, yeah. Oh, Aravan is not going to get the flay, but he does have a few stacks of that rend onto him. Spicy Weave doing a really good job. He's putting a lot of pressure on the Eggplants out, who's down 11 CS now, almost 2 waves worth of CS.
Close guessing.
A lot of that has to do with that game. Raquadian didn't even burn his teleport to go back up, but he does have a pretty big wave crashing into his tower that he will be able to catch up quite a bit. I'm moving forward. Death Sense is going to land. Aravan does not get played out, however, so he's going to put up the shield onto himself and not worry about it too much.
Let me ask you, Hunter. I don't know if you play much Thresh or not, but do you go Targans or do you go full?
Thresh is my most played champion in rank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time I just value the ability to with Relic Shield.
Yeah.
It helps you CS, it can help you push the lane very early on. Gives you like that slightest bit of tankiness. But hold on a second, because here comes the gank. The play comes out. Aravan gonna go with the Howling Gale, but there's the Arctic Assault onto Chiming. He flashes out of there. Spicy Weave just gonna take the Dark Passage out. Good disengage from the bottom lane of Feed the Baron, but it is a Summoner Burn successfully. I just value the Relic Shield a little bit more. It gives you combat stats, which Ancient Coin does not. It gives you the ability to CS, which helps you push the wave and facilitate CSing in the tower. I do think that there are very obvious merits to going for the Ancient Coin on Thresh.
Yeah.
But for me, in particular, I like the Relic Shield. So yeah, Eggplant's out. Running himself really low on mana. I think at this point, he's just trying to shove the wave so he can recall. It's kind of hard to do that without mana. Hop away from the Dark Procession. Gettysburg is moving forward, but he just took a hyper proc, so Raquadian comes out ahead on that one. One of the annoying things about Yorick is you really only have one good way to catch people, and Nars got a way to get out of it.
Pretty good at getting out of it.
The slow will be good. I think the way Yorick wins trades is he just CS's while avoiding boomerangs and then throws at the thing so the ghouls can jump onto it.
Yeah, that seems to be applying a lot of it.
Not quite gonna catch that. I think he probably would have rather it did.
Yeah, I
with the
think
spell
so.
shield.
Yeah. Curious what Victor took in this Keystone here.
Oh yeah, there's kind of a little trend towards Deathfire Touch recently going on.
I know a couple months back, Freak was actually talking about it. And he thought it was a really good.
Yeah, so like, oh, Traquadian just, never mind. I don't know what he's doing. He just walks forward to try and hop out away.
Foul points.
But anyway, Thunderlords was the traditional pickup because you EQ auto, that's your full combo. It's 3 hits, you know, Thunderlords, 3 hits. But Deathfire Touch has been seeing increasingly more popularity.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell you why that is.
I get just because the poke with your laser.
Yeah.
Honestly, really, the only reason you take it.
Mm-hmm. I guess that would be the main reason. Maybe there's something in a lower tier mastery in Ferocity that would make you want to take it.
Yeah.
I really don't know, but I do know that it is something that more and more people are doing. Now Traquadian gonna hop over the side, and Gettysburg flashes onto him. Here's left. Traquadian has his flash still, but he's just getting demolished by the Maiden of the Mist, and will come in for his second kill of the game.
Really smart at Gettysburg to just pull off there. Give that to Victor. Don't risk your life for a reason to give away a free kill.
Yeah, and scrambles. Meanwhile, he started the Cloud Drake since he saw the enemy jungler up there, but he's getting collapsed on by 3 members of Feed the Baron. Aravan cannot help him on his own, and now Feed the Baron, they have a half-health Cloud Drake to work with, but they don't want to go for it. They don't have their jungler. They don't think they can get enough stacks in to have the Ren do more damage. He actually teleports back in. He gets the slow onto Gettysburg. He's gonna flash forward for it. Gettysburg is very low. Traquadian trying to do what he can, just kiting away. Boomerang doesn't quite have it. He's gonna get that last auto, and he will get it with the ward.
Good ward. Good ward.
If he didn't put the ward down, I think he would have walked into the brush and just get one shot by Gettysburg's Q.
Yeah. Especially with the early sheen there instead of the phage on his first back. Just now pick up this phage. He'll be able to Able to keep up with Mar here a little.
I'm actually quite a big fan of Yorick as a champion. Yeah. I think he's really cool. I can see the obvious cons of playing him, like the fact that you're basically trying to walk into the enemy team. Yeah. But you know, he's got a lot of tools in his kit. His W, even if it doesn't trap someone, you can use to block corridors. Your Maiden of the Mist is one of the best split push oriented abilities in the game.
I don't even understand that thing. And the rework has been so. I've never taken the time to sit down and.
It's pretty interesting, and his Q does a lot of damage.
Yes, it's basically an acid.
Yeah, it really is. That sentence not quite gonna catch any members of Pig's Fry. Spicy Weavers picked up the Bilgewater Cutlass. And I know Bilgewater Cutlass is a nice little spiking item for any champion. But they're gonna catch left with the Glacial Prison. That sense he's gonna land on the Aravan. He's already used the Infinite Duress. He's gonna have to use the Monsoon. There it is, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Lep picks up that kill. That's 3 kills over to the jungler of Feed the Baron.
Really good ult there from Rick actually get out.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Oh, tier 2 boots. I think almost always should be the rush item for
Kalista?
Because just because it increases her hop rate. And like that's a level of utility you can't really afford to delay, in my opinion. To Feed the Baron will pick up the Cloud Drake for themselves after they pick off Aravan.
We'll say that the Kalista is farming out of his mind.
Yeah, he's 50% of the CS up over Eggplant's out.
One thing I am a little curious about is that Talia hasn't made an effort to run.
Yeah.
It was really interesting because that wall is so good.
Yeah, and it looks like he's trying to do one bottom lane now. Pigs might fry. They're pushing out. They're trying to keep Spicy Weed and Chiming in the area, but Chiming, I think he sniffs it out because he's playing back so we can Dark Passage out the Kalista.
Yeah, and he walked through a ward near the bottom side of it.
Yeah, the Weaver's Wall did come across, but it's not going to catch anybody.
And that could just be that Feed the Baron.
Ooh, but Chiming actually gets caught by the Seismic Shove afterwards. There's the Boomerang Blade, Flash and Heal burn.
They could just be warding really well. You can just then check, or she is at all.
Yeah, and additionally, Victor was not pressured at all in the early laning phase, which, in my opinion, is one of the big reasons why Victor is falling out of meta, or had fallen out of meta, is because junglers, Victor paints a big target sign on his back because everyone wants to keep the Victor from backing with 1250 gold so he can't get that upgrade onto the hex score. If you back before 1250 gold, it's not like you can just sit on all that gold and try and build it. You have to buy something.
You gotta do something.
And that just delays your ability to buy it later on. And you're just going to continue to get pressured because the enemy has had a better back than you. And so a Victor that doesn't get to back with 1250 gold is put behind for most of the rest of the game. But Pigs Might Fry haven't made an effort to put down the Victor. He's been able to buy his upgraded Hex score, which means that he was able to wave clear and put pressure on Wolf King, which is part of the reason why I think he wasn't able to roam. Yeah, and you see, with that attempted roam, he's now already behind 20 CS. Yeah. And that's just what a Victor can do when left unpressured.
I don't think there are a lot of great pigs at the Herald Clock during the time.
Pigs Might Fry, they haven't lost the Tower First Blood yet. Glacial Prison used. Lep is going to go in with the Infinite Duress, but it goes wide. Requadian just trying to do what damage he can from a safe range. Pigs Might Fry, they're feeling a lot of pressure to get that Tower First Blood because that one in the top lane is basically 2 hits from death.
Yeah, I think that was a little greedy there on the Herald. To hold on to that. You knew what was going on the top side. Gonna be back up here. Up the York.
Beat the Baron. They're trying to get one in the bottom lane, but it's at full health, and Aravan is going to be able to Just pop that shield onto the tower. Down to Triquadian. Good two-man Gnar, but scrambles. He doesn't have the health to go in. Arctic Assault not available. Lep is gonna walk through the wall since he can. Pigs might try. They use they get a good Gnar, but they don't have the damage or the health bars to continue chasing onto that one.
That is one thing I have forgotten a time or two when I have a York on my team, is that I can actually walk through that wall.
Yeah, it's something that's pretty easy to forget sometimes.
I think he's in a bad spot here.
Yeah, Pigs might fry. They're really trying to secure tower first blood here. Triquadian actually gonna hop over the ghouls, but he's hopped himself into the dark procession. He's speared up, and there he goes. Gettysburg picks up a kill. Wolf King is here. Scramble splashes for the auto onto Gettysburg, and Wolf King will be the one to pick up the kill. Lep is taking a lot of damage with a threaded volley, but Wolf King, he has another one. He gets the shutdown. 2 kills to the mid laner. Pigs might fry.
Vix is pushing mid here though. Hopefully trying to get that tower.
Tower first blood does go down in favor of Pigs might fry just before Can Opener is going to be able to get the one in the mid. Eggplant's out, he's moved forward. Aravan had to go around the long way, but Feed the Baron's bottom lane, not able to abuse him. Forward. He's gonna have a slay onto Aravan. Teleport coming in for Triquadian, but it's a lot of damage onto Aravan. Monsoon pushes him back. Eggplant's out, pops the on because Triquadian has finished his teleport. Dark Passage comes out. He hops forward. There's the flash away from Spicy Weave. The slow from the boomerang. Does he have it? No! The flash away! Chiming is gonna go down, but Triquadian is gonna have to get himself out of there. Teleport coming in from Gettysburg. Eggplant's out, has to run it the long way. Here's the Maiden of the Mist, but Eggplant's out is gonna be able to hop himself out of there. Lep almost got him with the Infinite Duress, but not quite.
Really good rotation.
Uh-oh, Lep is gonna come in. Triquadian jumps in, he gets speared, but there's the Gnar into the wall! The Howling Gale comes across, and now Lep is getting focused on Weaver's wall, means Wolf King joins the fray, and it's 2 more kills for Pigs Might Fry.
Really good team play here from Pigs Might Fry.
Yeah, they all joined up together to 5-man push into that bottom lane. Oops. And they're gonna get a second tower for their troubles. Can Opener is still in. Yeah.
You need to be rotating right now.
Pigs might fry 2 low health bars on 3 of their members. They're gonna have to take a recall. Can't go for too much more. Scrambles will just deny away some of the jungle from Feed the Baron. Wolfkin gonna find Can Opener here. That's a lot of damage. Barrier pop. Chiming gonna go for the distance over the side, but Aravan just barely dodges away from that one. There's here, however. Scrambles. Oh, Can Opener went the wrong way. He's gonna get caught in the jungle. Blasco not gonna be in time, and this seismic shove. Wolf King is on a killing spree.
To the red team, you're up top.
Wrong
base.
Feed the Baron, just some big miscommunication or bad rotations across the board there. But they will even up tower count with that tower going down on the top lane thanks to Gettysburg's push.
I tried pulling a 0.8 gold here.
Scrambles. Gonna take away his own red buff. The Cloud or the Mountain Drake is live. Both junglers hanging out in the area. Looks like more vision control for Feed the Baron in the dragon area than that of Pigs Might Fry. But Pigs Might Fry do have, like we said, they have not only a better kiting composition, but I think they have a better straight up 5v5 overall. Pigs Might Fry, they have 4 members in the bottom lane, no teleport available for Triquadian, which means it is a 4v5 should they choose to fight for this dragon. Timing is gonna, they stick into the brush, but Pigs Might Fry not able to abuse him. There's the Weaver's Wall, trying to split Feed the Baron. They do successfully split 2-on-2 on either side, but now the wall is down and Feed the Baron. They want to go for the engage. Lep pops the Blood Scent. Here's Maiden of the Mist. Scrambles, hiding out in the brush, and Lep is going for the Infinite Duress, but he doesn't find him, but it's a 3-man fear. Monsoon disengages the fight. Glacial Prison finds Lep, and now Wolfking unloading a lot of damage, but there's the Fate's Call. He knocks up the mid laner, and there he goes. Wolfking gets shut down. Feed the Baron backing away, and Can Opener blows Eggplants out to oblivion, and Scrambles will die to the Chaos Storm as well. Feed the Baron, they get a 3-for-0.
That was a hectic team fight right here. Gnar's still in the top lane pushing T2 by the look.
Yeah, Triquadian did not have his teleport, so Feed the Baron knew they had the 4v5. They go for the engage. They lose the tower in the top lane, so second tier for first tier.
I think you push T2 here in the bot lane.
Red team's turret
But
has been destroyed.
It's
Yeah.
all preference. If you rather have the dragon, I think that's fine as well. Still low death timers.
It is the Mountain Drake for Feed the Baron, uncontested by Pigs Might Fry. Triquardian still trying to put pressure on this top lane. Yeah, with 5 members in the bottom side of the map and the Maiden of the Mist, I think you're right, they probably could have gotten another tower, but they did for sure have to send someone back to stop Triquardian from getting the inhib tower. But, you know, who knows what they could have done. So now, 3 towers to 3. It is a 1.7k gold lead for Pigs Might Fry, even after that disaster of a team fight.
So let me ask you, what do you think of Talisman of Ascension? I believe that's
Talisman of
what that's
Ascension.
called, right?
Yeah, that is the correct. That is what that is.
Do you prefer the Eye of the Oasis item, or
Basically, almost 100% of the time, I go for the eye item rather than
Yeah.
Sightstone. I just think it's better to have the extra slot, and
Yes.
because additionally, the upgrade from blue Sightstone and I don't know what the second one, Nomad's Medallion,
Yes.
into the eye is only 250 gold. I think it's just better to be able to start rushing towards your Ardent Sensor, your Redemption. I think my ideal Janna build towards the late game is Ardent Sensor, Redemption, Boots, Eye at the Oasis. Athene's is actually a very good item on Enchanter supports. Not Blitzcrank, but
Not quite
it's very good on Enchanter supports. And then Locket as a last item.
Forward.
Scrambles flashes for the knockup onto Gettysburg, who will trade his flash for it.
I get some sad reacts from?
I think he was really trying to force a pick onto the top laner there, but I don't think his team was close enough for that to work. Feed the Baron, they have their bottom lane in the bottom lane. Triquardian is here with 3 members of Feed the Baron, and they're actually running away because they know the Pigs Might Fry are coming, but they could have I think they could have just turned and killed Triquardian if they'd all done it at the same time.
Victor did have to flash.
Flashing over the Weaver's Wall.
Yeah. So, with yours, do you know if you're able to control the Mist of the Mid?
No, you're not able to do anything with your minion. They have, what is it? I think it's called, like, I think technically the term for it in Riot's terminology is soft AI.
Yeah.
You can kind of control what they do by, like, where you spawn them or whatever, but they will always, like, just sort of run down whatever lane they're close to.
Like my solo queue.
But with Ardent Sensor and Redemption, they give you that increased heal and shields, which will actually apply to Locket of Baron Solari.
Yes.
So that's why, even without building a whole lot of bonus health, Locket is a good item as, like, after your Locket and your Redemption and Ardent Sensor onto a lot of the enchanters. Feed the Baron, starting up the Baron. They are spotted out on a ward, but they will have Callista with that Rend ready to take that away. Here's the teleport coming in for Triquardian. Scrambles, gets into the pit. That's a good seismic shove. Monsoon will push them all away. Chiming wins the first kill of the fight. Flash forward from Triquardian, and Spicy Weed will be going down. He's getting the slow on the can opener. Triquardian getting chased away, and Leclerc is exhausted as he goes in. Triquardian pops himself into Mega, and can opener will go down. Double kill for Eggplants out. It's 3-4 for 0 in favor of Pigs Might Fry.
That's looking like a Baron player here.
Yeah, that should be Baron for Pigs Might Fry. Feed the Baron is not a bad play, but they didn't turn whenever Pigs Might Fry came in.
They didn't get out of the pit. The seismic shell pushed, I believe, at least 3.
Yeah, Wolf King got a really good seismic shove up until it was there. Just demolishing the health bars of Feed the Baron. And Scrambles was in the middle of the fight, just wreaking havoc. They couldn't focus him down because he's too tanky, and they got collapsed on. It was I don't want to take away from Pigs Might Fry. I think they had a really good, it's really hard to all come in at the appropriate time like they did, and they did a really good job there. But I do think that really big miscommunication for Feed the Baron there.
Yeah, I think in that scenario, as the jungler, you let everybody else die. Like, you have the smite, you can try to at least steal that Baron. But Warwick left, he just dove in and tried to fear everybody off. which you know is admirable and fine and all, but you gotta think about the team. Who has that Baron? Completely different game.
So 5 Baron buffs onto Pigs Might Fry now. Eggplant's out, slowly building himself up. He has... Oh, Triquadian might be a little bit far forward here. He's gonna hop away, but he gets feared up, blade back. Now Spicy Meat possibly to the Ring King. There's the Infinite Duress. Monsoon will keep him nice and safe, but he gets healed back in, and there he goes. 4-man Gnar before he goes down, but he will go down nonetheless.
Right here you have to disengage though. Wait.
Now, they do still have Fate's Call and Chaos Storm, though. The one thing they do not have is Infinite Duress, which, I mean, they still could very easily take a 5v4. Monsoon not available, On the Hunt not available.
Yeah.
And of course, no Gnar. Gettysburg, he will get the slow on the Eggplants out. Dark Procession finds him! He's gonna get collapsed on, he's get played back, that's a good one. But Scrambles is absorbing so much damage! Weaver's Wall cuts them off, and Let will go down! They lose, Eggplant's out, and Gettysburg taking a lot of damage. The Chaos Storm is burning away, but Wolf King doing a good job. And there's the Kiting composition coming out. Spicy Weave, he's trying to pull out the Summoner Barrier. Wolf King running for his life. He's throwing out the Threaded Volley. It will be enough! Beautiful play by Wolf King there. Mid laner of Pigs Might Fry is doing absolute work in this game. Now Pigs Might Fry there. Gonna get the first dragon of the game, but thankfully for them, it is an Infernal. Exactly what you want. It'll go down slowly, but they will get it. I'm questioning Eggplant's out's build. Essence Reaver Static Shiv, fairly standard. Normally you would go Essence Reaver into a Zeal item,
yeah.
But then the second Zeal item, I wonder, I can't imagine why. Just because, in my opinion, you lose too much damage from not having the Infinity Edge to amplify your hits.
Yeah, especially with the Ricochet. It seems... I don't even know if I'd go Essence Reaver.
Well, I do think Sivir does go Essence Reaver standard.
Just because the mana issues.
Mana issues and the cooldown on the hunt. Speaking of which, Eggplant's out. They're gonna break that Dark Procession, but the Fate's Call pulls them in. Fate's Call, Thresh comes in, plays them back. Infinite Duress shuts down Wolf King. Now Eggplant's out, pops the ultimate to run him and his support out of there, but they've lost their mid laner. Yeah, I think Essence Reaver into a Zeal item into Infinity Edge is the highest damage build he could get.
Yeah.
Oh, good Death Sentence, and that means Eggplant's out, goes down. Glacial Prison invested as well, trying to save him. And that will just be Feed the Baron picking up another tower for themselves.
This could be in his tower as well. Well, Talia down, they have no way to...
Howling Gale roars across, but it's not going to be enough. Feed the Baron, 5 members, plus that Maiden of the Mist in the area. They don't have damage. They don't. Oh, everything gets played back in. They're going to pop him with the Chaos Storm. The inhib goes down. Triquadian, there's nothing he can do. They're just going to have to seed this inhibitor. Feed the Baron, they were down. They're actually still down gold. Triquadian's trying to chase the Frozen Mallet, but he will get pulled away by the gravity field.
One thing I do want to point out is Eggplant, he's doing a really good job of auto-attacking this ball that's coming up from Yorick.
Yeah, just auto-resetting.
Every time he drops at him.
Fortunately, he just gets caught by him. He gets Chain CC'd after the spell shield is used, and doesn't do as much damage as he would with you. One of the big things you gotta understand with Sivir, the Ricochet, it only lasts for 3 autos, no matter how fast you are autoing.
Yeah.
So the attack speed, not gonna benefit you as much as having each of those Ricochets do 25% more damage, basically, with the Unfin.
Do you go a second Zeal item on Sivir?
A lot of times I see people not do that because you just don't have the room in the build.
Yeah, I don't think Rapid Fire is very. Yes, and Hurricane is just.
Yeah. Most of the time, Sivir that I see only go with 1 Zeal item. The argument for 2 Zeal items is if you go Warlord's Bloodlust, you want to have Static Shiv and Rapid Fire together because you get that recharge faster. But if you do go Essence Reaver, a lot of the times you don't have the item slots to go for 100% crit. So like, if you're a champion that does go Essence Reaver, most of the time you don't go conceal item.
Yep.
If you're a champion that does not go Essence Reaver, a lot of times you do have the room in your belt to go Static Shift, Rapid Fire, and
Yeah, I'm not well versed on learning the things too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Alright, now let's
Down a little bit. Baron was up.
Things have slowed down. Pigs Might Fry still up 4k gold just about. They're actually down towers, but they do have an Infernal Dragon working in their favor. They do have what I consider to be the superior scaling team composition.
Definitely.
Warwick falls off pretty hard late game. Callista falls off pretty hard. Not really hard, but relative to other AD carries.
Yeah. The Sivir at 5 items. 6 items is
Sivir
a
demolished.
nightmare.
Baron. They're trying to clear out vision around this second Baron, which is live. Pigs Might Fry are hanging out in their own zone, but making sure they're near enough. Triquadian does have his teleport ready, but he is Mega right now. He just went Mini, so not the best of situations for their team fight if one were to break out right now. And we'll dance for a little bit. Ervan trying to safely clear out the Baron ward, but they do see Chiming making his way up. Death Sentence not quite gonna find him.
I think the Mercurial here is a pretty good pickup.
Triquadian is gonna get quite dark Procession, but those Hyperprocs are really hurting. Gettysburg doesn't want to get into an extended trade with what he does. I actually think Gettysburg could win a fight if he were able to close the gap. Triquadian gonna jump in, nars him into the wall. But Gettysburg, yeah, he's not taking too much damage, and that's all of Triquadian's big burst damage.
Triquadian was doing a good job of fighting around the turret. Not pulling aggro, staying out of range.
Okay, I take it back. Because of the itemization, Gettysburg is itemized mostly towards magic resist. He probably would slowly lose out the fight against Triquadian. But if he finishes off one armor item, I think he'll win the 1v1 because, you know, Yorick kind of has to win the one.
Yeah, it's kind of was.
Like, that's the strength of the champion, really. Yeah, but now Feed the Baron are going to collapse onto him. There's the Fate's Call. Glacial Prison goes out to zone, but they're not going to be able to stop him from getting onto Triquadian. He's about to go Mega back up. Infinite Thrust used on the Scrambles, but Triquadian not able to get the chance. There's the Weaver's Wall, cuts off hand opener, but he does get the Dark Passage in. Scrambles, flashes over the side. Wolf King is now getting flashed on, blade back. That sentence lands, and there he goes. Can opener on killing spree. Beautiful collapse by Feed the Baron.
That could be game here. If they just push if they ride this mid wave, then you have supers already. Pretty big wave for them. Kajuani's clearing the wave though, it's smart.
Yeah, no, this is a really good play by Scrambles to try and stop Feed the Baron from doing too much with that. But now they're running towards the Baron actually. Scrambles trying to run himself out of there. Left does not have the infinite duress, thankfully for him. Feed the Baron, they are more than likely to be able to get the Baron.
Those aren't actually supers.
But it will be Baron going over to Feed the Baron. Rend it out. Scrambles is coming in. He gets Tessa and stuff. Explains out. There's the Dark Procession being used to zone away the rest of Pigs Might Fry. Scrambles is getting in there. Monsoon. Oh, but Gettysburg flashes. Gets a little slow onto two members of Pigs Might Fry. Explains out. Pops the On the Hunter. Gets out of there. Scrambles was desperately trying to get something for it, but Hand Opener was able to stay alive.
Incredible how tanky Sejuani gets, and just having health items. Like, her passive is so good.
Yeah. Has the health items. She actually has the locket, which are giving giving resistances. So it is pretty tanky Sejuani they're contending with. Unfortunately, without Wolf King and Triquadian in the area to help out, they're gonna lose the fight 5v3 no matter what.
Yeah. Fresh with redemption.
I think a lot of supports nowadays are still sort of just trending by habit towards Locket Redemption for 2 items. I think both of those items are final Thresh. I think
Yeah.
I think though, his build order should have been Knight's Vow into Lock into Redemption, if anything. Maybe even the Righteous Glory instead of the Knight's Vow.
Yeah, when I get autofill, Fusion System Board, I rush Righteous Glory, actually. I enjoy it. Get right next to him, play.
Yeah. I just think they're like Knight's Vow, Locket, and Knight's Vow, Locket, Righteous Glory are kind of like the 3 tank support itemization, whereas Ardent Sense or Redemption, Athenes are the shielder support itemization, or enchanter technically is what it's called.
Unless you're Blitz. Do whatever you want.
But, you know, obviously Redemption and Locket, their actives are very good, so that's why you see some overlap there. Oh, that's a beautiful Weaver's Wall! And it catches 2 members of Feed the Baron, but they've got Warwick in the back line. There's the Monsoon Infinite Duress onto the tank. Spicy Weave is loading a lot of damage with the Renown's Hurricane. Good Redemption comes across. It will be Scrambles the first kill of the fight. Triquanian is going to get knocked up by the Fate's Call, and Pigs Might Fry have lost 2. Flash Orb from Spicy Weave, but Wolf King shuts him down with that one. He hops through that one, and Eggplant's out, autos him to death. Left gets exhausted, and now Eggplant's out is able to refill his life bar.
Never flash forward as AD carry.
Almost never, yeah. Probably not a good idea the majority of situations. Left has the fear ready, but he's not going to find anyone. Feed the Baron. Really trying to see if they can pick off any members of Pigs Might Fry.
Big wave top.
Yeah, it's being teleported to now by Gettysburg, too.
Okay.
I'm also curious as to what the Aravan has gone for Knight's Vow on Janna as well, which, you know, it does benefit your somebody by making them harder to like kill, but I don't know. In my opinion, I think Redemption would have been better because A, Redemption has an amazing active.
Yes.
B, Redemption gives you increased shields and heals, which will factor into keeping someone alive. And I just think it's a more versatile, better item for Janna in particular.
Both mid laners come out with a Ryla.
Yeah.
I understand it on the Talia.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it's a great item on Talia, especially with the composition they drafted, where they're very focused on kiting. I'm not entirely sure whether it's still good on Victor, but my intuition says it's not.
No, it's you should really have a death cap. Really. At this point in the game, 40 minutes in,
I think
your whole point is to be.
Yeah, I think if he's not feeling pressured enough to go Zonya's Hourglass, which I understand. I don't think he needs it. I think instead of the Rylai's, he should have Deathcap and Luden's.
Yes, I didn't even realize they didn't. He has a Lichbane, which
yeah,
you know, isn't the worst.
No, Lichbane is
on
actually
Victor.
very good on Victor.
I like it with his Q synergy, but I just don't know how often you're actually doing it.
A lot of the higher level Victors do actually like the Lichbane a lot, and I'm actually a big fan. Ooh, there's the Glacial Prison being used, but Scrambles was actually cut off by his own team's Weaver's Wall, so not able to get anything there. Wolf King will get a good seismic shot, but the Death Sentence is gonna land! Feed the Baron are gonna follow it through, play him back, Box comes out, Redemption and Locket being used, Fate's Call will pull him out to safety. Now Spicy Weave knocks up 2 members, but Chiming will go down, Infinite Duress being used, the Monsoon will interrupt it, and Pigs Might Fry can focus him down! 2 kills for Pigs Might Fry.
Really good turn there. They had a really good turn as well coming from the top side.
I didn't even see that. I'm glad you pointed that out. But, Lichbane and Luden's, both of those items build out of Ether Wisp, so it makes Victor very fast. Yeah, he walks around really fast, especially when he pops that Q on somebody when it's upgraded.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that, though. Pigs Might Fry, they're trying to tank up this tower. Minion Wave will come here, take that backdoor plating off. Here he comes out from Eggplants.
The sad reacts, please.
Alright, but now Eggplants out does have his Infinity Edge, so he does have 100% crit now. He's going to be doing a lot of damage with those ricochets.
The Elder here, I like this.
Now the Elder is started up. They really need to prevent Feed the Baron from getting it because of their 3 dragon stacks. And it is going down pretty fast. I think Pigs Might Fry have this one. There it is. And now. Actually, Triquadian jumps in. He gnars in Gettysburg, and Gettysburg is going to flash over. He tried to get onto Eggplant's out. Dark Passage, not going to be enough. The auto attack from Eggplant's out follows him. There's the Infinity Edge crit he wanted.
I believe Gnar actually just TP'd back.
Yeah, he wanted to stop that in hit from going down, I guess. That's what I assume is why he teleported. But, so with the one problem with going 100% crit, a lot of times you would like 100% crit. The only problem with that is assuming you still have boots. It forces you to either decide, do I want a Last Whisper item, which is almost always essential, or do I want crit, or no, lifesteal, which is also a nice luxury to have. It looks like Eggplant's out has picked up the Mortal Reminder. Probably a good idea. Yorick and Warwick do have a lot of inherent healing in their kits.
Yes.
So the Mortal Reminder does do a good job for that. Will also help marginally against Callista, who has Blade of the Rune King and Mercurial Scimitar.
Been a really good pick right there on Thresh. Back from.
Would have been the Frozen Mallet slow into, I think if Eggplant's out would have been happy to use the On the Hunt there. They could have just chased him down. He was cut off by the team. But don't forget Fate's Call. Oh, and there's the Fate Call being used. It knocks out Triquadian. There we go. Spicy Weave is the focus. He's getting jumped up by all the members of Pigs by Fry. He goes down. He's dead. Aravan is getting jumped up by Gettysburg, and there's the shields coming out. They exhaust him. They cut him down. Eggplant's out, takes the laser to the face, and Deathfire Touch. Will it be enough to take him out? No, I don't think so, because Wolf King gets the double kill. Eggplant's out is trying to do what he can, but he's not able. He's too low, but they will finally shut down Can Opener, now chiming the only remaining member of Beat the Bear. Pigs might Fry, focus him down. Ace for 1 in their favor.
Really good focus there by Fry. Take out the Callista immediately. Really good ult. And hit seismic shove.
Yeah. I just lost everything in that fight. It all happened so fast, but that's why you pick Sivir. Sivir can run your tanks into the back line. It can auto your back line through the front line.
This could be game.
Yeah, Pigs might Fry. They have Elder Dragon. They have a wave here. Scrambles is just tanking it up to keep those minions nice and healthy for the backdoor removal. And there it goes. The second Nexus Tower will fall down. Spicy Weave is alive, but he's all alone. And that'll be it. Pigs might Fry with the victory over Feed the Baron.
It was a good game. Good.
Yeah, that was a really high action-packed game.
Yeah, good team fighting from each team. I think the better team comp.
Yeah, the better team con definitely won, but we did see moments of greatness from both of these two teams. I'm really excited to see more from both of them. But that will be Pigs might Fry taking the victory over Feed the Baron. We'll throw up the MVP poll for you in the meantime. See you in just a few minutes for the next game of Gold Capped. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 4. We just saw Pigs Might Fry take a very exciting victory over Feed the Baron. And we look at the MVP poll, and it looks like with over 50% of the vote, Wolf King will take it. And doesn't surprise me at all. I think any of Pigs Might Fry could have taken that victory.
I think Talia was the...
But definitely Wolf King had some really good
100%
plays.
Stand out there, yeah.
So, our next game is between GSM and the Oklahomies. We'll go ahead and get into that game right now without any further ado. It is GSM on the blue side and Oklahomies on the red side.
Alright, I got a little bit of bias here. GSM, that's home team.
Yeah, I understand. Oklahomies, if I'm not mistaken, I'm fairly sure Oklahomies is a name taken from one of the teams in our inaugural split, Season 1 of OKLCS.
Really? Yeah.
And I don't know if any of these players were on that original team, but yeah, I'm a real big fan of the shout out. If it is a shout out, maybe it's just something lucky coincidence. But Big Soul is going to be found here. He walks out a little bit too late. The winner's bite not going to slow him up, but it will get the concussive blows, forces him to flash out.
Good reaction time there. Or, I'm sorry, not good reaction. A good flash. He had the reaction time of a chair. They were around the corner and right on top of him.
Yeah.
Feel free to make fun of him.
ESM, we should note that this is Gecko Slammed Armageddon.
Yes, this is the gold cap team.
GSM in Platinum Cap Gecko Slammer Armageddon, whereas GSM in Gold Cap Gecko Slammed Armageddon.
Minions have spawned.
Couple interesting picks here, though. You got Swain, which we've already seen today. However, now he's in the mid lane, so that's interesting. Got a Galio top. Ramus jungle. Haven't seen that in a minute.
Yeah,
so,
I'm curious to see what iHeart Michael can do on this Ramus.
Also, note that this isn't iHeart Michael's actual leading carry for this team. I just assume that there was some communication issues with the team, or they just had to use a sub.
I do actually like GSM's team top quite a bit. They have two very high damage carries in the form of Vayne and Malzahar. Malzahar is, you know, not very often topping the chart in terms of damage just because of how much he puts out over the course of a team fight. And additionally, they have like very good front line. Ramus and Galio, both of them are strong frontliners. The Power Ball, the Taunt, the Justice Punch, all of those abilities will disrupt anyone trying to dive onto Vayne or Malzahar. And additionally, if anyone actually gets onto them, that hero's entrance will come across and it'll just negate a lot of the damage coming out, as well as zone the rest of the team off.
The only downside with the comp I see is that you really have to wait to game hit your stride here.
Yeah, which is
The early gank from Ramus here. Damage. They're really gonna walk away from them. Galio laying down a lot of pressure in top lane. Jarvan just doing the scuttle.
so. Looks like both solo laners shoving in favor of Gecko. Gecko Slammed Armageddon.
Yeah. Jarvan should be making a gank here. Good ward from Fixel. See the Jarvan coming. I think the better gank actually here. A little more. Really good hook here.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm back.
Yeah.
First blood goes down in favor of Gecko Slammed Armageddon. It looks like.
Really good hook here from Thresh. Pull the Tristana back down. Good
Oh,
game
out of
from
the rocket
Ramus.
jump. Nice. Always a fan of that. Broly, bro, actually taking a lot of damage from Fixul. I guess that makes sense. Malzahar, pretty safe against something like Swain. You can just sort of pop your little space 8 onto the minion wave and walk away.
Malzahar's a pretty safe pick. This matchup, doesn't have any bad matchups.
One of the reasons why I don't think Swain is as good in the mid lane as in the top lane nowadays is because of the lack of. Hold on a second, that sends. Nope, not gonna be followed. Swain doesn't really have very good wave clear. When you have the Decrepify, you can zone off a lot of the top laners because they're mostly melee. But for champions like Malzahar, who have ranged ways to clear out minions from range, they're able to get the wave shoved into you. And Swain, as most Swain players will attest, does not CS well under tower.
It's pretty tough. I played a bit of Swain mid actually last season. And honestly, it's just kind of fun.
Additionally, because, I mean, once you hit 6, Swain can push waves decently well, but he can't really clear waves if they get into a situation where they're being sieged, which is kind of a big problem with the composition from OKLCS. If they ever do fall behind, they're going to have a hard time holding out.
They'll basically have to rely on the Tristana with the
explosive
the
shot.
passive on the explosive shot, and what I presume you'll eventually pick up is like static.
That would make sense.
12 CS in the bot lane, but up 12 CS in the mid lane for SM.
And you know, you kind of expect that in majority. Oh, good death sentence lands from. What have you been calling him? I'll just call him NACL.
I have not called him a thing. I said,
I won't.
Hey, good Q, Thresh.
I won't call him. I'll just call him NACL because that seems a lot easier and natural. Right?
Yeah.
But anyway, you kind of expect that from Vayne. Vayne does have a really slow laning phase. Once you hit that level 6, you do have a lot more kill potential if your support happens to land CC.
Yeah, I think early on is Swain, especially when they're not Vayne. Early on, you're just looking to farm, especially against a Tristana. Constantly gonna have you pushing in the tower.
But I mean, look at the CS now. He's actually picked up quite a bit to close that gap. He's pulled himself ahead. Now, Clyde and NACL will be shoving in onto Frick Sauce and Viper PhD. And we'll see Daddy's Milk and Twitch in space. They'll just kind of ignore each other for the most part as they both try and CS.
I see too many Galio top. More of a mid lane pick.
Yeah, that's kind of the, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get caught by the winner's bite. There's the infinite, or not infinite duress, and, whatever, the ultimate. They kill the Swain. NACL will get the summoner heal from Clyde to survive. Clyde can't chase too much farther because they're the concussive blow stack. Oh, and here we go. I Heart Michael coming with the power ball. He's gonna look for Viper PhD. Winner's bite comes across and he gets slowed. He can't close the gap.
Really good change. He's being CC in the mid lane there. Famous and Malzahar.
Yeah. And it's just, it's really hard to do anything when you've got such a strong ganking jungler as well as a Malzahar post 6.
Yeah.
Clyde just gonna keep CC Nation from getting in there. I Heart Michael's going super low on this Infernal Dragon. They gotta make sure it goes down before he dies, so he can smite it, but he's actually gonna go down to the Decrepify. No, the auto attack from Fricksock, and it will be NACL getting it with the auto attack, but Ski Nation with a 3-man Cataclysm. Dark Passage comes in for nobody.
He's trying to bring Jarvan over.
OKLCS, they get the Infernal Dragon, but they lose 2 members for it.
That was ugly. I think right there you just focus the dragon. Don't worry about trying to fight, you know. Jarvan's not gonna come. He might. He might just come. But you have plenty of CC to just lock him down. Good job by Thresh there to secure that dragon though.
I think it's Nether Gaze.
Nether Gaze? No, something grass. Nether
Oh, Nether Grasp, you're right. It just looks like a gaze because he's like looking right at them when he does it.
I should know that. I play.
You're right, it is Nether Grasp. Golly. I knew that at one point in season 3. I think I've forgotten it since.
It's been kind of a quiet champion for like recently.
Which surprises me because honestly, he's kind of like Oriana in my opinion. He's basically good in almost every comp. Good laning phase, good mid game, good late game.
Well, I guess I understand. Like, you know, obviously old Maz pretty bad. Like the reworked one sounds better.
In my, I always think of Malzahar. Oh golly, super low. Alright, so Daddy's Milk building. He has a Spectre's Caliper, some MR against Cho'Gath. Now he's building towards the Balmy Cinder for the Sunfire Cape. Is Sunfire Cape something we normally see on Galio?
I don't think so, actually.
I'm not inclined to believe so, but there's Fixel, the Nether Grasp comes in, and he's gonna get taunted into another taunt from Rammus, and that'll be Fixel picking up another kill.
God, that has got to be friggin' just
Actually, nothing you can do.
just. Yes, that's.
Yeah.
I don't even think that saved you there.
And the problem with that is, even if he gets a lot of health, you know, then Malzahar does so much percent magic health
even
damage.
more damage.
Basically, all you can do is build MR. Now, there's a lot of mechanisms for percent health damage on the side of GSM with Silver Bolts on Vayne. They've got Malzahar with a Nether Grasp. They've even got Galio with Wind of War doing some percent health damage. Really hard for Oklahomies to itemize a whole lot of anything.
I'd say even though Rammus was down in CS pretty handily, about what, 23?
Yeah.
I would say he's actually out jungling the Jarvan.
Yeah, he's
in
doing
the
a really
sense
good job.
that he's getting other lanes ahead, mainly this mid laner, and I think that's worth, you know,
Oh,
missing.
and even more importantly, he's actually not down EXP to Ski Nation, even though he may be down gold,
Yeah.
which is the important thing as a jungler.
Yeah.
You don't want to be down 1 or 2 levels. Death Sentence is going to land in the Viper PhD. Here comes iHeart Michael and the Hero's entrance onto NACL. They knock up Viper PhD. It gets a taunt in, and they chain CC him to death. Wow.
Being back up. This is a really good play here. TSM.
Holy cow, there's actually nothing you can do there. Once he got hooked, that was the end for him. Alright, Ski Nation is hanging around Frixos to make sure they don't dive him, which it looks like GSM were ready to do, but they will just take the Blast Cone out of there. They've actually already lost Tower First Blood in the mid lane. Looks like Bro somehow got that one while Fixel was gone. So Faye's gonna use the Rupture, take out that minion waves.
I actually have not seen. I didn't see the tower go down at all. So unless they took it after this dragon, which is what I think happened.
Yeah,
it just rotated to mid.
I think that you're right. I just missed it in Twitch in space and Daddy's Milk are gonna have some of that wet noodle fights that we know from top lane.
We went to Bonnie there, but then went a no magic right after.
I can see an argument for that. You get the Bummy Cinder just for some of that magic damage, helps you push the wave, and then you're gonna finish off your MR on him.
I wonder if he's gonna go Abyssal Mask here. I feel like that is the go-to item as a mid laner, Galio.
I would think so. The one question is, why do you really need the Sunfire Cape? Because a lot of Galios opt for a different MR item.
Gargles, Blade.
Stone Plate, Iceborne Gauntlet you see sometimes. Sometimes it's just Thorn Mail. But, you know, Sunfire Cape synergizes pretty well with the Abyssal Mask.
Okay, so he went with Merc Tread. That's
Ah. Okay.
so I think here you pick up an early Bramble that I think Bramble that's so cost efficient, like 900.
Righteous Glory is finished for Twitch in space, so he is able to. Oh, that's a good winner's bite. Glacial Fissure comes across, forces the flash out from Clyde. Looks like they got back to their tower safely after that one, but good play from Viper PhD. Burns the summoner
Get a
out.
TP here from Elmo.
Oh yeah, he's teleporting up behind them. Here's Twitch in space trying to max the teleport, but it's interrupted by Daddy's Milk. There you go, Flag and Drag onto Fixul. I Heart Michael is coming in. They're gonna go in, flash, Death Sentence misses, but they taunt up Viper PhD. Good play from NACL. But Broly Bro is in the back. He's got the Ravenous Block running, but GSM, they're kiting back effectively. They do still have Nether Grabs if someone walks a little bit too far forward. I Heart Michael comes, takes a winner's bite. Ski Nation has the Cataclysm available.
So yeah, slowly making his way down with Galio. Really good interruption there with Galio.
Full-blown 5-on-5 coming out in the bottom lane here pretty soon because that Infernal Dragon. BSM get this, that will all but secure their late game. Oh, Twitch in space might find Clyde, but just silences him up.
I'm gonna say right now, Oklahoma's is in a way better position. Like, I Heart Michael is at half health already.
Oh, there we go. Fixul has to flash out of there. Ski Nation got behind him. There's the Righteous Glory. Twitch in space comes out, gets the slow. Hero's Entrance comes out onto NACL. And there's a Cataclysm onto Fixul who uses the Nether Grasp onto Broly Bro, but he already had the Ravenous Block running. He's doing so much damage. Clyde is taking a lot of damage when he gets exhausted. Frixos rocket jumps over. He's surrounded, and they get down Clyde. Double kill goes over to Ski Nation, and it's a 2-for-0, or 2-for-1 rather, in favor of Oklahomies. They're not done yet. Flag and Drag comes out, he plays back, Winner's Fight comes in, Taunt stops it for a little bit, but Frixos will get the stun and the explosive shot. Ski Nation gets another one for himself.
It is one bad thing about these plants that you will just get blown through and you'll auto attack it. Exactly right there. That's hard to be Winner's Fight.
The concussive blows. Winner's Fight is the Q. Concussive blows is the stun.
Gotcha.
The stun mechanic. Right, so Oklahomies, they get their own Infernal Dragon, matches that one out. They're now 600 gold in the lead, thanks to that Tower First Blood. But they are, you know, again, 30 CS down in both solo lanes. So that Tower First Blood is just sort of neutralizing that. Ski Nation, though, however, is very ahead. Clyde trying to move forward, trying to get some CS, but Viper is in the area. Be wary of that. But it looks like the Oklahomies will just back away. Let Clyde pick up some of that CS under tower.
Well, I'm not sure what the viable main build is nowadays. I don't know if you go like Static Shiv and IE, you actually get the blade. Nobody knows.
Oh, there's the Winner's Fight landing on a Clyde, but a Death Sentence onto Frixos. There's the Glacial Fissure going out, and Frixos is taking a lot of damage. Viper throws up the Unbreakable, but Frixos is behind it, and Clyde gets a kill. He's gonna kill off Viper PhD as or I Heart Michael will barrel into him for that kill.
He earned that one. Really good play out of that. That is the annoying thing about Swank. Rapify is just so annoying. Try to CS again. Luckily his Malzahar, he just put the space aids down.
Broly Bro, now that he's level 11 now, so he does have that tier 2 on the Ravenous Block. He is able to clear out the waves pretty effectively if he can get into.
I'll look at try to take this
It's actually dead even in terms of gold right now, just about. Broly Bro taking a lot of damage, but that tower will go down in favor of GSM. Will catapult themselves 1k gold in the lead. Homies are gonna slow it down a little bit for now. And top laners know it's futile to try and do anything to each other, so they'll just gentleman's agreement. Let's CS. see if we can just sort of stop each other. I heart Michael's gonna come in. He gets the taunt onto Broly Bro with the Nether Grasp, but Broly Bro is getting a lot of health back from that Ravenous block. Pixel is now taking a lot of damage. I heart Michael is gonna try and peel him off. Doesn't have the taunt available. Pixel will catch him with a never move. Broly Bro out of mana. He's gonna have to finish that one off with some auto attacks, and I heart Michael will go down on the other side. Pixel actually turned it around and killed off Broly Bro. Broly Bro had no mana, could not close out the kill. Hero's Entrance comes out to keep Pixel alive. I really want to see what happened. Oh, but good jump forward from Viper PhD will keep Ski Nation from the death sentence. I'm so surprised.
Yeah. He put out a lot of damage here.
Yeah.
Got the rod stacking currently.
But he ran out of mana as he was trying to get the kill, and Pixel probably just dropped the E on him, let those Void Puppies kill him off while they were chasing him.
Picking up a early laundry. I do like that. Pick up. I kind of like to go haunting guys and actually highlight
For that extra utility.
Yeah, for the extra. Picking Meandries early is not a bad thing, especially against a gas
Oh, definitely.
and a Swain. Gonna be stacking.
He has the Rod of Ages. He's going towards Zanya's Hourglass next, so not gonna have anything to deal with that percent health magic damage coming out from the Leandries. Calcifer has such good synergy with those two items. It's one of the big reasons why so good. That's why I think he's really good. Okay.
Nothing like wasting. Guess it's about sending a message.
Well, Daddy's Milk is up, what, 40 CS now over
You finished
Twitch
the
in space?
Sunfire cape.
Very split build, Daddy, but it's doing okay for him so far.
Helping him keep the lane pushed.
At least he's buying the big chunks of items that give him those nice little passive. Bomby Cinder, the Spectre's Cowl, things like that.
Yeah.
Looks like he is building towards the Abyssal Mask.
I think is a good. Oh, babe. The mouse are damage.
Oh yeah, for sure. So not a ward. Bro will pop his pet, the Dick Pepify, but gotta keep in his back pocket. See him back away for just a little bit. Viper PhD. Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, there's just a big wave forming in the bot lane here. Which, if GSM playing this correctly here, they would set up vision on Baron.
Oh, there we go. Both Twitch in Space and iHeart Michael wanted to run at the same time. The Nether Grasp used onto Twitch in Space. And iHeart Michael is in the middle of the enemy team, though. He's getting feasted down. Hero's Entrance comes across, knocks out multiple members. The Redemption is going to come across, but not in time to save anyone. Viper PhD will finally go down. There's the death sentence that lands onto Ski Nation. Cataclysm doesn't come across. Rupture comes in, but it's not enough. GSM gets 3 from 0.
Really good play here. Really enough, both of them just colliding there at the bush.
Yeah, I think
Righteous Free.
both of them were trying to run in at the same time. They didn't realize the other was coming on the other side.
Be a pretty easy Baron secure here, honestly. Should have started this.
They will take it very fast with
That's
Malzahar and
three
with
people
Bane.
down, Jungle being
But they do have the Feast to contend with, but Twitch in Space does not have it off of cooldown just yet. Oh, Death Sentence lands onto Frixos over the wall. Twitch in Space gets a good rupture, knocks out multiple members. Pixel takes a lot of damage, he gets shot down! It's a steal! No, Broly Bro gets the Baron! Frixos Buster shots him out, and Broly Bro is wreaking havoc! It's a triple kill already for the Swain! Daddy's Milk taunts him up, but it's not going to be enough. Nevermove doesn't land. Will he get back to his tower, or will they dive and Rupture land? He's knocked into the air. Justice Punch, and it will be the ace for Oklahomies.
got pieced down there at the end. And that field. A little too soon there.
Oklahomies come across with the Baron steal, then the ace.
No, there's gonna be 2 towers here. Maybe one.
Disaster for GS. Holy cow. It's actually the adaptive helmet rather than medicinal mask.
Which isn't actually like a bad pickup, but
it's very effective against swing. I could see arguments either way. I'm not gonna. I don't think that's a bad idea.
no, yeah.
One thing though, Broly Bro just got into the back line and started wreaking havoc. And I think they just let too much magic damage hit them over the side while they had the Baron. Magic was his debuff on them.
Yeah.
Rupture landed, Never Move landed. And then the members of Oklahomies were able to get there before that Baron went down. They didn't take it fast enough. I guess you could say like the Leandries wasn't finished yet, so they didn't have that burning away on it.
Yeah.
They definitely delayed starting it a lot more than they should have.
Start that 20 seconds earlier, that's you're not.
And yeah, and like you said, they definitely had the opportunity to do so. The thing I was questioning earlier is Hyper PhD's Braum. His first item was the Redemption, which, you know, I tend to think of Braum as being a lot more of a tank support rather than inter support. He doesn't actually have any inherent heals or shields in his kit. The one, but he does. It's not actually.
No, I know.
Oh, okay. The one thing that, sometimes you might go for an Ardent Sensor on Braum if you have taken the Stoneborn Pact. That is a thing that some people do. But Knight's Vow is such an effective item on Braum in particular, and it lets you transition really nicely into a Locket, which is, you know, probably it's one of the two big core support item actives. So I think Knight's Vow Locket is almost always the best build on Braum.
So what I don't like here is that they sent Malzahar actually not solo deal with it. They could have kept him mid. It was a little risky. Send Galio down here who has the global ult, get back to it pretty easily. Luckily they didn't really lose anything.
Well, homies are just trying to push with that Baron buff. Decent amount of wave clear on GSM help. And the Orgoa Stoneplate and the Righteous Glory on Twitch in space means that he can run in, eat up Clyde or Fixul if he gets the chance.
One thing I will point out here is that Oklahomies, they do have Baron. I'm not actually sure if it's on. Yeah, actually it looks like it might have ran out. But what you want to do there in that scenario is actually just 3-1. Like you have TP advantage, or not TP advantage, you have teleport. Just get the side lanes, and then have your Fed 80 carry in the mid lane with Darwin. Probably not going to be able to touch the at that point. So
Yeah.
I think just prioritizing where you want to put people on lanes will actually help you a lot more fair and power plays. Gonna get extra damage on the side wave power. Galio's not gonna be able to clear. Malzahar is the only one who can clear a wave safely.
Eastkeen wants to assassinate Duskblade of Director after the Warrior and the Black Cleaver.
Actually, this was the
Uh-oh, Twitch in space is in the pit, and he's caught. He's gonna get taunted up. They chain their taunts. Okay, he flashes himself into the wall. Fixul will get silenced up. Fixul takes a lot of damage. Actually, has to flash himself over the other side. Yeah, really questionable as to what he was doing in there.
Really bad pathing here. You just walk around, but you just waste Cho'Gath's. Like all you want to do.
But then you trade your Malzahar flash for no reason.
Yeah, it's...
I don't even know. He's gonna get a two-man taunt. I heard Michael will chain in one more. Hyper PhD comes in. There's a good Devil Man. Never move into a two-man knockup. I heart Michael will get bursted down. Daddy Snow gets the Cataclysm, and Ski Nation helps Broly Bro get another one. And that's 2 quick kills for the Oklahomies, and they get a tower for it.
They could.
6.6k golden lead, yeah, and now they're already getting onto that. Death sentence already used, so Oklahomies, they're free to continue pushing.
Will at least be an hit.
Takes a lot of damage, but he throws up the Unbreakable, backs himself out of there.
Okay, no. I think what you do here, you just reset your side lanes. You've got Dragon coming up, Dragon and Baron coming up in a minute. 5-second difference. Just reset your lanes, get your lane pushing in your favor. Back by, you know these guys got money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They could make a play for Baron.
Got 2,200 on this Swain. Gonna be able to pick up Void Staff out of the building?
Void Step would be a good pickup here.
See what that last one.
Could also be Rylai's.
Yeah, it's not. But I if you wanted to go sort of that direction, I think Leandry's is better. It'll be either Leandry's or Void Staff. Either of the two would be fine. It is Leandry.
I like the... But, actually no, I would rather have the Void Staff here because the adaptive health
Or
is really actually effective in this one.
Yeah. It not only negates Swain's DOTs with the E, the Q, and the ultimate, but it also actually affects Leandry's too.
Yeah.
Correct. But if he can get into anyone else, then it'll be very effective. Because no one else has built any of our. Uh-oh, Daddy's Milk might have stayed a little bit too long. The Rush is going to come across, and he's going to get knocked up with the flag and drag. Twitch in space will feast him down. DSM, we're trying to get in there to help him. But they got cut off by Broly Bro.
Lane is a massive zoning tool right now that they are abusing.
DSM now in a 4v5. They got to get back to their base because Oklahomies, they want that open inward tower. Oh, there we go. There's the using everything onto Twitch in space. They condemn him out. Flag and Drag comes across. They shut him down. And Ski Nation's in there. But Broly Bro flashes forward. Never move doesn't land, but they do get the Glacial Fissure onto iHeart Michael. Dark Passage is out. They hook him in, but he's got the Ravenous Flock running. He melts them down. Big Soul running away with bleeding red health bar. Oklahomies. I think this might be it. Oklahomies, they've got 4 members that Daddy Milk just now respawning, but they're actually gonna run out after they get the inhibitor.
For a long game, you could have easily.
I think probably with both Galio and Malzahar alive, they didn't have super minions yet. They just had that one minion wave that helped them take them out. So they probably would not have a minion wave ready for the next tower. They'll just back away, take the Baron, make sure that GSM has no comeback mechanics, and prepare for their final one. Not a whole lot to say about it. GSM, I think GSM has a really good team composition. And you saw it working for the first part of this game. They had a lot of chain CC of Rammus and Galio just to make sure that the Cho'Gath running in will not get anywhere near Malzahar or Vayne. Because he's going to be taunted, he's going to be knocked up, he's going to be, if need be, suppressed. But they let this game get out of hand.
I think, not that the game's lost or anything. That Baron play. There's that Baron. Game would Bane would have had that IE. Big damage. See how he does move.
Daddy's Milk will actually be building the Mask to be adapted. 4 magic resist for him.
But the issue is actually just right now.
Tristana and Jarvan, really. That
Jarvan just went full lethal. He went Edge of Night, which he actually didn't.
Yeah, I don't see that item nearly as much anymore, but no, it's still a good item.
Oh no. Not bad.
Lethality, that tiniest bit of HP.
Yeah.
The spell shield, if you're really good at using it.
Yeah.
But it is a lot harder to use. Oh, Broly Bro's gonna be found by Daddy's Milk, but not gonna get the punch, nor will he get the taunt. Ski Nation gonna. Or they've got Twitch in space in the top lane with the Baron buff.
Good thing here, neither the mid laner or the AD carry actually have a boom tree. Pretty useful.
Actually, not true because Clyde doesn't actually.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, on the side of
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Clyde has the.
Yeah.
That's great.
Switching space, using that Baron in the split push.
Really good.
Yeah, smart play by Oklahomies. They will get that tower. After PhD comes forward, just throws down the winner's knight. And they're just gonna have Twitch and Space teleport to rejoin the team. They do see Fixul pushing out the mid lane, so they might look for the engage. Righteous Boy flash silence into the flag and drag. He gets a cataclysm. He actually just blows up Clyde. Frixos rocket jumps in. Twitch and Space now getting in there. Daddy's Milk taunts them all up, but the beast comes out and Stoneplate will mean that that's a dead Galio. They've already killed the Heart Michael. The Nethergrass comes out, but Broly Bro will survive with the Zanyas, and it will be an ace for 0 for Oklahomies. And that should be the game. They're gonna focus down the second inhib in the bottom lane. They're gonna send Twitch and Space to escort that minion wave in, but I don't think they need to. They've got a perfectly good one here in the bottom lane. Redemption comes across, and it will be Oklahomies taking the victory over GSM in 36 minutes.
Really well played actually from Oklahoma. It looked really bad early game, but they turned it around. That Baron play.
Yeah, GSM, they had a good lead in their for a large part of the early game, but that Baron play just turned it all around. Oklahomies took control of it after that point, and you know, they just held on to that lead towards the end. So congratulations to the Oklahomies. They will take their victory over GSM. We'll throw out that MVP poll for you. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for Oklahomies in their victory over GSM before we get into our next game of the night. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 4. Thomas unfortunately had to go back, so the next two games, I'm sorry again that we've been having to have solo cast so much lately, but the next two games will just be me. But we did see Oklahomies take the victory over GSM in that game, so the MVP, according to you guys, was Twitch in Space on that top lane Cho'Gath, so we'll go ahead and give that MVP to him. The next game will be between Cloud9 and Rise Gaming, so we'll go ahead and get into that one. It is going to be Cloud9 on the blue side and Rise Gaming on the red side. And we'll see. We do have a Renekton versus Gnar in the top lane. One of the classic matchups. We saw it a lot at Tokyo and Tulsa. We weren't entirely sure who won that matchup just based on Tokyo and Tulsa because it kind of went both ways. Hanks in the jungle, nothing surprising there. And then Orianna Syndra in the mid lane, kind of the also just the epitome of control mages in the mid lane. Nami, a support that we don't see a whole lot anymore compared to Lulu and Janna. And it looks like All Chat Hero has forgotten to buy items. I wonder if his team will point that out to him before he starts doing his first camp. Unfortunately for him, if he doesn't have that jungle item, he won't be able to. He won't level up after his first camp because of that extra EXP you get him. Alright. Yeah, All Chat Hero, he's gonna start up his camp. He's not gonna have that regen from the talisman. He's not gonna hit level 2. And it's gonna be rough for him when he first starts out because he's gonna have to recall basically right away. You can see just how low he's going on that one. Yeah, he's realizing now, he's like, wait a second, I should be level 2 right now. And yeah, there he is. He's going to be channeling his recall. So the Dark Dud and the La Fresita are going to be shoved in by Sir Wootface and Boston. Again, kind of what you expect. Caitlyn, the longer range ADC compared to Lucian. Janna will facilitate that push as well. And La Fresita's been taking a lot of headshots to the face, already down to about half HP, using the ebb and flow to heal himself back up. Double to hit by both bottom lanes. Good headshot from Sir Wootface onto the Dark Dud with the help of that Janna shield, giving him the extra AD.
Time for the trigger.
And now Sir Wootface moves forward. The Dark Dud actually Relentless Pursuit's in. Futonri on this Gnar. He's gone Mega. But both top laners opting for the Doran's shield.
The time is now.
Good normal snap trap from Sir Wootface. La Fresita standing on that one. Aqua Prism not going to catch him. Iceman coming across with the Dark Spear. He is being shoved in by Deranged, but he is doing okay in terms of CS.
Don't fail. Exhale and fire.
He's probably gonna slice and dice in onto Futonri. You see, when Renekton can close the gap, he does have superior trading power onto the Gnar. Nice gaming. Bottom lane. Pulling ahead just a little bit in terms of CS thanks to that early push.
Time.
Sir Face doing a really good job. Every time he gets that headshot. Oh, hold on a second. There's a gank coming in onto Iceman. He's popped his ghost. There's a good stun as XYZBS gets onto Deranged. The barrier comes out. All Chat Hero. There's the flash away. He gets the Dark Sphere to the face, and there will be first blood for Rise Gaming. Rise Gaming will pick up first blood onto Deranged.
Time to run.
Dark getting continuously shoved in. Oh, that's a good Aqua Prison, but no follow-up out from the Dark Dud. Doesn't have those cooldowns available. Sir Rootface, he does go in now, but that's a good 90 caliber net. Sir Rootface headshots him and puts him back in his place off Boston with his shield.
For the future.
All Chat Hero looking for a gank onto here. Elastic shot being charged. He does get the knock up, and there he goes. Knocks him in with the Stretching Strikes. Exhaust goes down. Lafresita will land the Aqua Prison. It will be a kill for the Dark Dud. They even up those kills. All Chat Hero with a good gank. Alright. However, in spite of that, All Chat Hero, he is down quite a bit of CS now to XYZBS. XYZBS now level 5 compared to only level 4 on All Chat Hero. Butanri popping Mega. He is level 6, so he will have that ultimate advantage. AIDS Pride doesn't have the Dominus available. Iceman. Up the Lost Chapter compared to only Amplifying Tome and Boots on Deranged. XYZBS looking for a gank onto Deranged here. Scout of the Week will not get the stun yet. Here he goes. He throws out the Scout of the Week stun. There's the stun. Unleash Power not going to be enough to take him out. XYZBS comes in with a Twisted Advance, but it's not, doesn't have enough damage.
Laser precision.
So Deranged will just walk back out to lane. He does have those potions popping him off. Henry comes forward. He's going to take some damage from AIDS Pride. Hyperplot not doing too much damage just yet. Dark Dud and Sir Rootface just trading onto each other. All Chat Hero getting ready. Elastic Slingshot forced the flash out from Sir Rootface. Looking for the Stretching Strike. Doesn't find it. 90 caliber net will unload a little bit of damage back onto the jungler of Clown 9. I do see him recalling here with that ward in the brush. So Rise Gaming do know the jungler is back in base for a short amount of time. They can go aggressive in any of their lanes in the meantime. Butanri rushing towards that Frozen Mallet as indicated by the Jauram's Fist first buy. Both of the junglers early. Bomby Cinder to build towards the Cinder Hulk. And we're making a little bit of a venture into the blue side jungle of his the enemy team just to drop down some wards, see if he can track where All Chat Hero will be on the map. The red buff is his target. YZBS does have the level advantage over All Chat Hero due to All Chat Hero's emphasis on ganking. A lot of damage going down into Locker. See if the Helen Gale comes across to keep the Dark Death from doing too much damage. H-Pride going in onto Sutanri. Sutanri trying to put some damage back, but he's only got the Jauram's Fist. Doesn't have the Frozen Mallet, which means that he doesn't have the slows. He's not going to be able to get multiple hyper procs. And we'll see the game calm down a little bit. All Chat Hero, or actually rather, Iceman and XYZBS looking at that top lane for a gank onto AIDS Pride. Here comes the Maokai ultimate. It is gonna root him up even after the flash. Gets him with the Twisted Advance into the Unleashed Power. Iceman will help Sutanri kill his laner. And now they've got 3 members in the top lane. They gotta try and see if they can get Tower First Blood. The range 22 shoving it into that mid lane.
Time to run.
And Rise Gaming, they're putting the pressure down. 908, or just about 900 gold in the lead for them. And now with 3 men pushing in the top lane, they will have it faster than Deranged can get that one in the mid lane. They're using their teleport. Aid's Pride trying to see if they can stop this one. And he does have his jungler in the back pocket. Here he comes. The last slingshot comes in, knocks up XYZVS, but the tower's already gone down. XYZVS running for his life. Will he go down? No, not quite. All Chat Hero flashing away to keep himself alive, but he's got the passive proc. Aqua Prison goes wide. The Dark Dud uses the calling. Sir Woofface running away. Monsoon interrupts. They're gonna back themselves out of there, and Sir Woofface is ready and waiting to continue fighting. And Rise Gaming, they come out ahead. They get the tower first blood. They've got a successful dive onto Aid's Pride, and they all make it out alive. So for Cloud9, what can they do to come back into this game? They're not too far behind, but they are in a little bit of a deficit. Sutanri down about 11 CS, but he's almost got that Frozen Mallet finished off. Will slowly start to turn the tide of this matchup. The Black Cleaver coming out for Aid's Pride will make him very strong as well, however. They get the Renekton into a team fight with the finished Black Cleaver and with Dominus. He can rip through a lot of members of Rise Gaming, but they have All Chat Hero and Deranged here in the bottom lane. Deranged gonna pop himself over. There's the last 16 shot. Nida Wave comes across. Sir Woofface has to walk around the long way. Exhaust goes down, and there's an Aqua Prison. Beautiful from La Fresita. They take out Sir Woofface. Kill goes over to Deranged. Teleport canceled by Sutanri. They're sending Aid's Pride to go and shove Iceman away from that tower in the mid lane. Sutanri already having gotten that one in the top. Fresita and the Dark Dud will shove out that wave in the bottom. So All Chat Hero gets a good elastic shot on Iceman, but doesn't have a target. The stretching strikes him on. Scatter the Weak will stun up both members. Sutanri is here. All Chat Hero taking a lot of damage. There's the Dominus, but Iceman, he gets him with the Unleashed Power, but he goes down to Aid's Pride on the other side. Shockwave pulls in Sutanri, but they flash himself out of there. XYZVS gets onto Aid's Pride, but that's a very tanky Renekton already. He slices and dices his way to safety, and Deranged just clears out the minion wave. Sutanri and XYZVS here. The Rise Gaming lose 1 for 2 in that, what is it? 1 for 2 in favor of somebody there. But they don't lose a tower. Rise Gaming still have the 1k gold lead. Aid's Pride did get a kill, however. He's got quite a lead now over Sutanri. Thanks to that kill going over, he's got a 12 CS lead. Sutanri and All Chat Hero just duking it out a little bit in the mid lane. Sutanri trying to get some damage onto that tower rather. Teams will revert back to their standard lanes, and we'll see it slow down once again. Bottom lane just throwing out some abilities at one another, not anything super consequential. I'd call his blessing onto the Dark Dud, but he doesn't use it for damage. Howling Gale comes across, but no damage there. They are looking for a dive. All Chat Hero is behind them. Aid's Pride trades on the Sutanri, but that last 16 shot lands on the Sir Woofface. Stretching strikes will knock him into the tower. Calling coming out, but the minion wave is blocking it. The exhaust goes down, flash away. The Monsoon, he pulls in Boston. Tidal Wave knocks him up. Aqua Prison and Shockwave will secure the kill onto the support of Rise Gaming. Now Deranged is here in the bottom lane. They throws the ball out. XYZVS gets in with the twisted advance onto the Dark Dud. Here we go, Iceman coming in, has the Scatter of the Weak, stuns up Deranged, but a good Aqua Prison on the 2. Dark Dud comes in with some damage. All Chat Hero, elastic slingshot shots, 2 members. Stretching strikes will knock him up, and Iceman goes down. XYZVS will be the next to fall as the Dark Dud jumps forward with a double kill. So big swing in favor of Cloud9. Now will they get the tower in the bottom lane? Looks like All Chat Hero is recalling. Sir Woofface is happy to hold off this push. Woofface doing what he can. La Fresita is doing a lot of damage. Oh, good Aqua Prison, but he actually gets a flash out, almost dies to the tower. Ace in the hole comes across, Doctor blocks it up. A little bit aggressive there from La Fresita. Deranged will be putting damage onto that mid lane tower. I don't know if he'll be able to get it before XYZBS and Iceman can make it into there. Ranged, yeah, he will be forced back by the presence of the jungler and mid laner of his opposite team. Goes Mega, but he got no one in the area. He's actually going to jump forward anyway. Wallop lands onto AIDS Pride. Slice and Dice is in, actually, and AIDS Pride does have the Dominus ready, so if he wants to go for a long fight, he will start to pull out ahead. Range going to be handed off his blue buff by All Chat Hero. So yeah, things will calm down. In spite of the tower lead for Rise Gaming, it is a 700 gold lead in favor of Clown9. Ultra Hero and XYZBS running into each other in his own jungle. Iceman standing on top of a control ward, Deranged ready with the ball. Ultra Hero could pop himself over with the elastic slingshot. Dark Dot, he pops the Blade of the Ring King onto Sarut face. 90 caliber net and the Howling Gale come across. Calling goes in, clears out the minion wave, does a little bit of damage, but not too much. And the elastic slingshot is gonna land onto Iceman. Shockwave pulls him in, and the Unleashed Power almost gets out to range, but it will not be enough. Iceman goes down. Dark Dot now in no man's land. He will go down to the Bramble Smash. Sarut face gets the shield, and now Lafrecitas got to run for his life. Ace in the hole comes across, but the Aqua Prison will stop Boston and XYZBS from getting in there. Beats Pride, Slice and Dice this way forward. We're about to go Mega. He hops forward. Wallop doesn't catch him, and it will mean the Gnar will not be used. Range will finally get this tower in the mid lane, but XYZBS in the backside. Range is going to have to prop the shield onto himself. XYZBS gets the Bramble Smash. Will it be enough damage? He caused the command dissonance. All Chat Hero. What? Why did Deranged flash there? He had his jungler coming in. It would have stopped XYZBS from getting onto him, but here we go. Ace Pride pops the Dominus. Suitanri is a little bit tired. He can't go Mega anytime soon. Here we go. All Chat Hero is making his way up there, but Suitanri will spot him out on a ward. Elastic Slingshot being charged. Will it come in? It would have forced the flash. Suitanri had a ward. How did he not see that coming? Should not have needed to flash there. Alright, but All Chat Hero and AIDS Pride are in the area. They can start up this Rift Herald if they wanted to, but Suitanri does know what's happening. He's got Iceman and XYZBS in the area. Lafrecitas and the Dark Dud ready to continue fighting onto Sarut face and Boston. The Dark Dud is pretty ahead right now. He's got 28 CS lead, as well as 3 kills to his name. Puts down a lot of damage. The 90 caliber net comes across. Howling Gale dodge. Lafrecitas taking some damage. The Ardent Sensor already finished off for Lafrecitas, so the Dark Dot is doing quite a bit of damage now. Black Cleaver finished off for AIDS Pride as well as the Ninja Tabi. Suitanri only has the Phages in addition to his Frozen Mallet. They've got XYZBS snuck into the side brush for Rise Gaming. Their Whoopface looks like he's gonna try and bait this one out. Lafrecitas and the Dark Dud though looks like they sniff something. They are suspicious that XYZBS might be in the area.
The time is now.
Falling All Chat Hero down, All Chat Hero and Deranged on their way down to see if they can make a 4v2, but it will be a 4v3. Elastic Slingshot comes out. Boston is going to be dodged away from that one. Flashes for the Stretching Strike, pulls him back in. There's the Maokai ultimate. Tidal Wave comes across, knocks them all up. Sarut face flashes away from the command dissonance. It will be the teleport brought out by both top lane evacuation. Oh, they walk into the Shockwave, and Sarut face gets the shield. Deranged gets exhausted. They're taking a lot of damage. Sarut face still alive. They kill up Boston. Stretching Strikes will knock him into each other. Aqua Prison will not find Sarut face because he's already dead. Deranged gets out of there. Scatter the Wake stuns up only the Dark Dud, and it will be 2 kills for 0. Flash in from the AIDS Pride. He gets in there, pops the Dominus. He's taking out the tower. Elastic Slingshot doesn't find Sir S, but it will find him with the Stretching Strikes, and there he goes. Nice kill for him, and the Unleashed Power will not be enough. So 2 towers go down in favor of Cloud9. It may be a third because they killed off so many members of Rise Gaming. With all 5 here, Sutanri not doing anything. Sutanri canceled his teleport. Just really suboptimal play from Rise Gaming in terms of their allocations. Constantly, Cloud9 have had superior numbers advantage. Sutanri canceled his teleport. His team didn't back off appropriately. They actually all walked into the ball, just allowing Deranged to get the easiest shockwave. Sutanri will secure the second tower for them in the top lane, but they lost a lot for that. They lose the Mountain Drake in addition to the both towers bottom. So now Cloud9 with a 3.2k gold lead. Mountain Drake in their favor. And what is now a very fed Lucian for the Dark Dud. Dark Dud given his red buff, Deranged we're going to be taking his blue buff, and now they rotate him up there to deal with the last remaining outer tower for Cloud9 to take. Rise Gaming going to try and defend this one. He does have the Frozen Mallet, so we'll get the Hyper Proc onto Deranged. Aids Pride on his way up there. Aqua Prison going to just catch some minions. Interesting choice by Sir Loopface to go. He's gone BF Sword straight into the Rapid Fire Cannon, which... not a big fan of, to be honest. I don't think Rapid Fire Cannon is worth it in basically any situation unless you also have the static shift. There's the last 6 shot. Leg catches Iceman. He pulls him in with the Let's Bounce. Iceman misses the Unleash or Scatter the Weak, but the Unleashed power not going to be enough to take out the Dark Dud. Aqua Prison not going to be needed. Neither will the Shockwave, actually. Shockwave basically wasted there. But they do get Boston and Iceman for that, and that means that Cloud9 get another tower. Sutanri has just been too hesitant to leave that top lane. So because of that, H-Pride doing a good job making an impact on the bottom side of the map. All Chat Hero has been ganking really effectively on this sack. The Elastic Slingshot's coming out of nowhere, catching Rise Gaming off guard. Range comes forward, puts down just a little bit of damage on the Sutanri to push him away. And now A's Pride finally will get the top lane outer tier tower for Cloud9. It's now 5 towers to 2. The only 2 secured for Rise Gaming are in that top lane due to Sutanri just pushing up there constantly. But because of that, they lost a lot bottom lane. His opposite number 8, Pride, has been doing a really good job with his roams and making things happen elsewhere. And then he still gets to push the wave into the tower, and now Sutanri finally on his way up there. Blue buff will be handed off on to Iceman. Looks like Cloud9 getting ready to push onto that mid lane. AIDS Pride's now lurking around, looking for those elastic slingshots over the side. AIDS Pride Black Cleaver into Maw of Malmortius, foregoing that Tiamat into Titanic Hydra that you see most Renekton's nowadays go for. Looks like he opts for that little bit of extra magic resist to try and deal with Iceman, but I don't think that's really necessary. Iceman has been relatively shut out by the constant ganks from All Chat Hero. I think the Tiamat giving you the auto attack reset, as well as the bonus magic or bonus damage scaling with health with the Titanic Hydra would do a little bit more for AIDS Pride at this point in the game. Here he goes. Sutanri is about to go mini, so will not have that Mega Gnar should a 5v5 breakout in this top side, which it looks like Cloud9 is wanting, or Rise Gaming rather, is wanting to happen. But now they've got to deal with the range pushing in that mid lane. They're sending 3 for him. Less than 6 shotgun. Not quite find XYZBS. Will just take a little bit of damage from the Dark Dud. And now Sir Wootface and XYZBS joining Sutanri up into this top lane. Trying to hold off this push from Cloud9. It looks like they will successfully do so. Iceman actually popped his Ghost. And there's the Maokai ultimate being used. Splits apart Cloud9, but they're able to back away. Do not let them get the engage off. Elastic Slingshot being used. He lands onto XYZBS, and Let's Bounce is going to pull him out of the base. Now, will he get focused down by the members of Cloud9? Deranged takes the Unleashed Power and almost takes him out, but it will not be enough. Not the target I think they wanted. All Jet Hero was getting a little bit too eager, did not land the Elastic Slingshot onto Iceman. The Unleashed Power comes across, almost takes out Deranged. He had to use his Summoner Barrier as well. Deranged throws at the ball. Sutanri comes forward. Elastic Slingshot being charged up. He's going to come across. Was standing on a ward, however. Stretching Strikes will slow up Iceman, but the Scatter the Weak will push him back. Full-on 5v5 here in the mid lane. They're sending All Chat Hero looking for a creative engage from another side. Scatter the Weak will stun up La Fresita. So it will just be Cloud9 backing away, taking away this Cloud Drake. And it will go over to them uncontested. Rise Gaming really not doing a whole lot of anything. They're just sort of sitting around near that mid lane, but not anywhere near the minions, so not sure what most of them are doing. Some of them took recalls. Sutanri built a Spirit Visage actually, rather than finishing that Phage off into a Black Cleaver. And I'm not sure why, to be honest, because most of the damage is coming from how fed the Dark Dud is. Not a whole lot of magic damage at all, but it will be Cloud9 actually starting up onto the Baron. I'm really questioning some of the item builds available for Rise Gaming, but now the Baron is started up. It's going very low. The Redemption going to top them all off so that they can secure it. They did not have Smite, but they get it anyway. Sutanri hops into the pit. I think Oklahoma, they're gonna go for him now, and Sutanri does have to flash out. They realized, hey, wait a second, he's by himself in the Baron pit. So Sutanri will not have his flash up for the next fight. But I really don't understand why he built Spirit Visage. Orianna, sure, does magic damage, but the Dark Dud is doing so much damage. Armor item would have been better. Black Cleaver would have been pretty good too. I don't think there's any reason not to go for the Black Cleaver at this point. Yeah, the same thing for XYZBS. He's built Abyssal Mask as his first item rather than, Scatter the Weak. He's going to stun up Deranged. Elastic Slingshot being channeled just to push away Rise Gaming from the mid laner. Now, looks like they're going to 5-man rotate up to that top lane. They don't have the wave prepped up there just yet, but will be coming shortly. They're going to actually brush bait into the red side jungle of Rise Gaming. Ranged walks forward. It could have been dangerous for him. XYZBS could have found him and just Maokai twisted advance onto him, and that would have been his death for sure. Don't want your Orianna to be the one in front when you're trying to brush bait. So I just really don't understand the itemization from Rise Gaming at this point. Rapid Fire Cannon, first item, MR instead of armor, and there's oh, good scout of the week will interrupt the Elastic Slingshot from All Chat Hero, who's taking a lot of damage. He flashes forward for the Let's Bounce, pulls in only one, but then Sir Whoop Face, that's a good Mega Nars in two, but they only pop the passive, and now AIDS Pride is doing so much damage in the back. Redemption comes across now, Dark Dun shreds him down, double kill goes over to the AD carry of Cloud9. Howling Gale not going to be enough to keep them away from this tower. The Nexus, or the inhib tower falls, and Cloud9 will secure top lane inhibitor. What will they continue to do? They've still got 17 seconds on Sir Root Base, 22 on Iceman. The last 16 shots only gonna find one. He's taking a lot of damage with good stretching strikes, and AIDS Pride getting in there. Dark Dud is shredding through him. XYZ Beast gets exhausted, and he will be focused down. Killing spree for Deranged. Suitamni hops back into his base as the Nexus towers are falling. This is gonna be the end. Cloud9 are gonna take the victory in 30 minutes. Sir Root Base pops himself out of the base. AIDS Pride is trying to get onto him, stuns him up with a Ruthless Predator, but it's not gonna matter. His team focusing down the Nexus, and it will be Cloud9 taking a victory over Rise Gaming. Wow. It's pretty close game for quite a while, really quiet, but then Rise Gaming, they just started getting picked off by Cloud9, and All Chat Hero was landing beautiful elastic slingshots across the side there. And I have to say, Suitamni really just not helping his team. He canceled his teleport into the bottom lane. AIDS Pride was able to get down there, help his team take a lot bottom lane, and Suitamni didn't really respond appropriately. Too hesitant to leave that top lane. But that will be the game for Cloud9. We're going to throw up the MVP poll. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for Cloud9 in their victory over Rise Gaming, and we'll get to you after the break with a final game of the night. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you in just a few minutes. Internet, hello and welcome back to OKLCS Season 4, Week 4. We just saw Cloud9 take the victory over Rise Gaming, and according to your votes, the Dark Dog was the MVP for that game, so congratulations to the AD carry of Cloud9 for that. We're going to go ahead and get into the last game of the night, which will be between the Outsiders and Tastes Like Purple, so let's go ahead and get into that one. It is Outsiders on the blue side up against Tastes Like Purple on the red side. And some interesting picks out here. We did see both Galio and Rammus together for GSM in their loss against Oklahomies. They do have the same combo here for Outsiders, but in addition they have Ezreal, which is interesting. You don't see a lot of Ezreal nowadays just due to the fact that he's not considered very strong. Uh-oh. Outsiders, they're gonna see Silver Spade. That's a good 3-man stun, but the Cosmic Binding catches Randall. But thanks to that Dazzle will mean that Outsiders make it out unscathed. Echonar just trying to throw out those Mystic shots to put down damage. And that'll be all that we see from that level 1. Everyone on Tastes Like Purple did take the recall. They'll just refill their health bars and head back to their respective lanes.
Minions have spawned.
Like Panther's gonna be leashed onto his blue buff by his bottom lane. On the other side, Lungebreaker are going to be starting up on his own Raptor there. He's going to get one Dark Spear from Bringy Spears. There we go. Panther will get the blue buff. Knuckle and Bringy Spears meeting each other in the mid lane. Slizzo actually zoning away Swervelord already. Swervelord just afraid of that Darius. Dazzle's gonna come across, it stuns up, but a good Cosmic Binding will put the damage back onto Randall, but Danny Phantom taking a lot of damage from Knucklenar. Knucklenar's just putting down so much damage, the summoning heal is available, he does use it. Wow. Knucklenar just moving forward, getting those constant autos off. Mystic Shot did land as well. So Summoner already burned on the side of Danny Phantom, but Dazzle will stun up Silver Spade this time now. Knucklenar and Randall have hit their level 2, so Mystic Shot is available. Coming out, Arcane Shift will be available as well. Swervelord gets the onto Slizzo in the top lane. Gonna get shoved in, but he's not too far behind in CS. Panther looking for a gank onto the bottom lane, but he does not find it. Silver Spade trying to push the wave back out, but Knucklenar coming forward, just throwing out those Mystic shots. Silver Spade misses the Cosmic Binding. Scout of the Week will stun up Tone Knuckles. Take the W for that. Woodbridge Spear's gonna dodge away from the Orb of Deception. Swervelord's gonna get apprehended in by Slizzo, but he goes in with the Justice Punch, taunts him up, throws out the Winds of War, and Slizzo moves forward with the Decimate. There's a Cosmic Binding on the Knucklenar, but the Dazzle onto Danny Phantom. He Arcane shifts forward, Exhaust goes down. Danny Phantom flashes out. Randall not gonna have the damage, and Knucklenar successfully forces out both summoners from Danny Phantom. He goes get Cosmic Binding up. And Tastes Like Purple, while they are getting really shoved in at the bottom side, but they do have the more dominant top laner right now. Danny Phantom is struggling to catch the CS under tower. Knucklenar is up quite a bit now already. Swervelord gonna get apprehended in one more time. Swervelord goes in with the Justice Punch, gets the Curse of the Colossus Shield. Knucklenar gonna get dodge away from the zap, but here's Panther. Dazzle will stun him up, but he gets caught by the Cosmic Binding, and Silver Spade flashes in. Or not flashes in, but Panther will fear him up. First Blood goes over to Silver Spade. Actually, he did flash. Yeah, okay, I was right. I saw the flash, I think I just said it instinctively. But Scout of the Week will stun up Toe Knuckles once more. Good gank from Panther down there, and Silver Spade with a beautiful setup with the Cosmic Binding. Forced the Arcane Shift out, and then the Cosmic Binding into the wall allowed them to get a good fear off with the help of Panther's Warwick. Here, first blood for them. Knucklenar did not even get a chance to flash. Or if he was gonna flash, he probably should have flashed the Cosmic Binding. No, look at the discrepancy between Slizzo and Swervelord. 31 to 18 CS already. And Slizzo will continue to shove in. Swervelord taking a recall already. He was getting super low. Doesn't want to be that low when Slizzo hits level 6. Backs and buys up a Ruby Crystal and Sapphire Crystal. So, looks towards building a Catalyst. I'm wondering what that'll be, but the only things I think reasonably it could be are the Abyssal Mask or the Rod of Ages, which in this situation I don't think either is really appropriate. I don't think Rod of Ages is a good item on Galio, and I don't think that the Abyssal Mask is not going to help you against Darius. And hold on a second, Silver Spade going to get taunted up by Lunchbreaker. Flame Chompers goes out. Randall looking for the taunt, but Silver Spade will just match up, bringing himself out to safety. Lunchbreaker is only level 4 compared to Panther's level 5. All of the bottom laners are actually already level 4. Randall actually hitting his level 5 now. So Lunchbreaker is doing something interesting with his pathing. Randall gonna take the Cosmic Binding and the Thunderlord crushing Silver Spade. Dazzle gonna stun up Danny Phantom. Knucklenar can put down some damage and Arcane Shift out. He will take a rocket from Danny Phantom. Looks like Lunchbreaker looking for another gank into the bottom lane. Flame Chompers will stun him up, and the Magical Journey just gets Silver Spade out once again. Panther is coming back from recalling. He has picked up his Tiamat. Slizzo gonna pull in Swervelord. Justice Punch comes in. There's the taunt. Slizzo gets the Decimate off just before. TLP's top laner, 20 CS up over Swervelord now. Wow, Bringy Spears has been really on point with those Scatter the Weak stuns. Toe Knuckles gonna take the Unleashed Power. It's not gonna be enough to take him out, but it will force him to Spirit Rush out to safety. Justice Punch comes in as Slizzo apprehends in Swervelord once again, and now he's got those stacks coming. He's got them level 6. Noxian Guillotine is available. Decimate flashed away from him. There will be the ultimate. Will he bleed out? Yes, he will. Slizzo gets the solo kill on the Swervelord. Toe Knuckles playing a dangerous game, sticking around here against Brinty Spears. Danny Phantom kind of left to her own devices. Silver Spade now making his way back into the bottom lane. Still down about 10 CS, but good to not let that CS lead grow. Knuckles shoves in onto that mid lane and takes a recall. As Danny Phantom and Panther are stringing up the Infernal Dragon, it was going to go down. Tastes like purple. Sneak that one away. Lunchbreaker not in the area. Now Swervelord Justice punches in onto Slizzo. But the Dazzle's not going to find it this time. Cosmic Binding is going to slow up Randall. Danny Phantom going to be able to unload with some auto attacks onto him. Oh, here comes Panther. He's popped his Summoner Ghost already. Here's the Infinite Duress coming in. Super Mega Throget Kaya kills off Randall before the ultimate can come across. Knucklenar, they use the Tempered Fate onto the tower, and that means they're going to die with Reckless Abandon. Panther gets the kill with the bite. And Outsiders are left with 0 for 2. Beautiful gank from Panther and Silver Spade setting that one up. And they killed off Randall before the Cosmic Radiance could give him the invulnerability. Silver Spade comes in with the Tempered Fate, blocks off the tower. Tastes like purple. Get in there. so recall being channeled by Danny Phantom. Silver Spade will take his as well. We haven't been really talking about it too much, but Slizzo is just continuing to build this CS lead over Swervelord, standing in between the minion wave and his opposite number, zoning him completely out. And that Catalyst did come out. I'm just really hoping he doesn't go for the Rod of Ages. I really don't think the Rod of Ages is really that good of an item on Galio anymore. And if he's going for the Abyssal Mask, then this is definitely not when you should be doing it, when you're losing out so hard to a physical damage to one. But Toe Knuckles goes in with the, gets the charm with the Spirit Rush. Panther does not have infinite duress just yet. Super Mega Rocket blocked up by Randall. Lunchbreaker in the area, but so is Silver Spade. Both AD carries still bottom. Lunchbreaker gonna sidestep away on that Cosmic Binding. Infinite duress is now available. Knucklenar gonna take some damage from Danny Phantom, and now Danny Phantom feeling a little bit more confident here. Knucklenar has already used the True Shot Barrage as well. Alright, Lunchbreaker looking for that bottom lane gank. He's out of Powerball, however, and Flame Chompers will force him the long way around. Silver Spade just cutting him out with a good Cosmic Binding onto 2. Silver Spade just doing what damage he can from safety. He's got the Magical Journey still available if he needs it, and he's going to continue to harass the outsiders. Lunchbreaker gets a Cosmic Binding, pops up the Powerball. Now he has to run away, actually, because he's down to half HP. Tastes Like Purple just starting to dominate across the map. Slizzo gonna get knocked up by the Distant Punch, but gets the Decimate onto Swervelord. Out of the weak, stuns up Toe Knuckles. He misses the charm. Really, the only lead that outsiders have right now is Brinty Spears over Toe Knuckles in the mid lane. 15 CS in the lead, and there's the Magical Journey bringing in Panther. Tempered Fate gonna catch Randall. For the infinite burst, Flame Chomper flashed away from. There's the Dazzle, and it will be the disengage by the outsiders. Good job. The goes in and gets onto to Knuckledar, and the Silver Mega will do enough damage. Lunchbreaker. Now the focus. Cosmic Radiance will be enough. Not enough. Double kill goes over to the support of Taste Like Purple. In the meanwhile, Toe Knuckles did go down, solo killed up by Brinty Spears, but beautiful plays by Panther and Silver Spade in the bottom lane. And Knucklenar just not being very respectful at all. He arcane shifted forward just to get a little bit of extra poke down, and Panther jumped right onto him. First blood goes down in favor of Taste Like Purple in the bottom lane. Slizzo forced away Swervelord, and it is going to be Rod of Ages. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but too many people are building the Rod of Ages on Galio when you should really be opting for mostly tank stats. I just think it's a lot better to not do that. It delays your power spike. It's not even that efficient on Galio. You'd be better off with going Sunfire Cape if you need armor. Really not even that. You could go any number of armor items, but because of that, Slizzo doubling his opposite number CS. The Rod of Ages isn't even finished yet. Alright, so Taste Like Purple. Looks like Danny Phantom is on her way towards the top side of the map. Maybe towards the mid lane. In either case, Taste Like Purple's bottom lane no longer constrained down there thanks to picking up that tower. Silver Spade warding up the area around the river. The second dragon will be spawning in 35 seconds. Handing off the blue buff to Brinty Spears. Mountain Drake is the next one. Randall and Knucklenar will find Silver Spade. Dazzle not gonna land. Alright, and so Panther hanging around this area, getting ready for that dragon, which is spawning now. They do have Randall Knucklenar and Brinty Spears in the area. Cosmic Lightning will stun up Randall for a little bit. Dazzle's gonna force the flash out from Silver Spade. Oh, Temper Fate gonna catch 3 members of the Outsiders. The Flame Chomper is gonna catch onto Knucklenar. Super Mega Network goes out. Exhaust on the Panther. He's still got the Infinite Duress available. Swerve Lord's gonna teleport in, uses the hero's entrance onto Randall. There's the Infinite Duress instantly interrupted by the Justice Punch. Danny Phantom will get destroyed by Brinty Spears, but now Swerve Lord is getting focused down by multiple members of TLB. They traded out Brinty Spears for Danny Phantom, but the Noxian Guillotine will secure Swerve Lord. Now, Knucklenar needs to back away. Dazzle will stun up the top laner. Slizzo backing himself out. And it will mean that Tastes Like Purple, Outsiders, their health bar's too low, so Tastes Like Purple, they're going to get their cake and eat it too, because Panther already on the Mountain Drake, the other 3 members of Tastes Like Purple already on this this tower rather. Randall, not anything he can do to stop them. And yeah, Tastes Like Purple will get the second dragon of the game as well as the second tower. Tastes Like Purple. Looks like they want even more. They're gonna go for the Rift Herald with 3 of their members in the area. Swerve Lord gonna throw out the Winds of War. I think he thought something was happening in that area, but he's not gonna be aware entirely that they're doing the Rift Herald. Apprehend pulls in Swerve Lord. Slizzo gonna take a couple tower shots for that one, but the Rift Herald does go down in favor of Tastes Like Purple. Gonna get caught by Scatter the Weak once again. Brinty Spears Unleash power goes out, but a good exhaust from Toe Knuckles will get into safety with the Spirit Rush. But Tastes Like Purple pop down the Rift Herald. They pop out the tower as well. So now they're gonna try and escort this Rift Herald to the second tier. Syndra not in the area, neither is Tarek nor Ezreal. They've only got Rammus and Galio. And this Rift Herald is going to take out a good chunk of that Justice Punch comes out, just to clear out the wave with the help of the Winds of War. Flash Dazzle onto Silver Spade. Brinty Spears dodges away from the Infinite Duress, but Panther's just ripping him apart. Lunchbreaker gets in there. He's going to taunt up Slizzo. Super Mega Network comes across. Randall is the focus. He goes down to Noxian Guillotine. Slizzo gets the stacks onto Lunchbreaker. Will he get him? Yes, he will. Double kill. He gets the kill with the Noxian Guillotine. Swerve Lord now running for his life. Flashes away with the Cosmic Binding. Brinty Spears trying to do what he can to push him out. Slizzo just moving him forward aggressively. Out of mana now though, so Tastes Like Purple will have to back out now. The Outsiders are just floundering around. At this time, both mid laners have finished off their Morella Namicon. Slizzo building towards the Dead Man's Blade. He has the Mercury Shreds finished just now. Knight's Vow for Silver Spade built up to put onto Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom still down a decent chunk of CS compared to Knucklenar, but has been doing a really good job. The Super Mega Death Rockets have been very well placed. Good job chaining the Flame Chompers off of the Tempered Fate, but oh, Silver Spade might have walked a little bit too far forward here. He will get shut down as Brinty Spears just blows him to bits. It's really quite unfortunate for Tastes Like Purple that 3 kills a gun over to Silver Spade, because now the loss of the support is also the loss of a shutdown bonus for the Outsiders. Brinty Spears has been doing a really good job with Scatter the Weak, stunning up Tastes Like Purple members multiple times now. And to be honest, I think at this point you're seeing why Ezreal's not really that great of a pick right now. Slizzo trying to ignore Swerve Lord while he takes the tower, but Ezreal, he hasn't built it. He hasn't finished off his Trinity Force. He hasn't finished off his Monomune. The poke damage is really just not very effective. Never being use. Catches two members of the Outsiders. Lunchbreaker comes across, try and push them away. Infinite Duress is going to land super with a third. Comes across. There's the Constant Radiance giving all the invulnerability. Bridgie Spears trying to do what he can. Panther is the first kill of the fight. He tanked up the tower for too long. Cosmic Mining will find Lunchbreaker, as will the Charm, but not too much damage coming out. So we'll finally get this tower right under the nose of Swervelord. Justice Punch gonna come out, and they'll just back away from each other. 75 CS in the lead is Slizzo over Swervelord. He's absolutely dominating this lane, which part of it is for sure the matchup. Darius does very well into a lot of these tanks, but I do think a large part of it is Swervelord just not playing the matchup appropriately and not building appropriately. In spite of that, however, was a good fight. They killed off Panther into the backline. Cosmic Radiance came out to keep Brinchi Spears alive. The dragon spawning in about a minute. Brinchi Spear is going to be handed off his blue buff in preparation for it. They've got Slizzo pushing out into the bottom lane. Now that he's finally secured that second tier top lane tower. All 5 members of TLP aggressively moving forward. Scatter the Weak gonna stone up 2, but no follow-up means that he can't go in for an unleashed power. Silver Spade will just start to clear up his vision, but Lunchbreaker's here. He's got the Powerball ready. Silver Spade is the target. No, it's Panther. He's gonna actually have to back out now. Oh, good! Scatter the Weak lands onto Danny Phantom. Tempered Fate catches 2 members. Swervelord comes in with the Hero's Entrance. They're gonna look for Danny Phantom. Super Mega Target comes out, catches Knuckle Knot even after the flash. Lunchbreaker exhausted now, and now he's gonna get jumped on by the Spirit Rush from Toad Knuckles. Dark Spires, will it be enough? No, not quite, but the Charm will. Yes, he will. Spirit Rush goes forward. He gets exhausted, but he will. No, he goes down! Winds of War is enough! The exhaust cancels out too much of his damage. Panther looking for a Lunchbreaker. He gets the Summoner Heal. Just chase him down. Danny Phantom gets enough damage, and Slizzo goes unstoppable. Swervelord now gonna get Noxie Guillotine. It's a double kill for Slizzo. They're looking for Knuckle Knot, who's a little bit out of position. They're looking for him. They will get him. Yes, they chase him down. It's an ace for Tastes Like Purple. Really scattered fight there, but in the end, Tastes Like Purple get 5 for 1. Alright, they get the tower in the mid lane. It looks like they're actually going to go for the inhibitor as well, and I think they'll get it no problem with all 4 of these members. Warwick and Jinx just tread through these objectives. Randall does not need to be here. If he got caught by the apprehend, he would have been done. Did not need to walk up that close. He's alone. There's nothing he can really do to stop them from taking that inhib. But inhib goes down for Tastes Like Purple. They're going to rotate out, pick up that Mountain Drake if they can. Don't want to get too greedy that you are missing out on a lot of your key ultimates and your health and mana, but Tastes Like Purple, they'll probably be able to get this one faster than Outs can get here. Lunchbreaker is in the area, he has the ward in the pit. They know Brinchi Spears gets in there, but he walks right into Slizzo! What was that? Lunchbreaker gets focused down. Dragon goes over to Tastes Like Purple, and now Cosmic Mining almost catches Knuckle Knot, but there's the Tempered Fate, catches Randall. Knuckle Knot has no arcane shift, and he's gonna get taken down. Slizzo will be enough. Goes legendary, 803 on Darius. Cosmic Radiance is gonna be channeled, then Randall, he's gonna just prolong in the inevitable. He will finally go down. Tastes Like Purple, they've picked off 4 members of the Outsiders now. They've gotten 2 Mountain Drakes. Looks like they're gonna try and end the game. Lunchbreaker coming up in 1 second, however, they don't have it's only 23 minutes into the game. The death timers are not long enough for them to end the game. Alright, Lunchbreaker taunts up Slizzo, but not a whole lot he can do there. Knuckle is just really having a rough time. Ezreal just not doing the job that they need their AD carry to do. He doesn't have good percent health damage. He doesn't even have a finished item yet. No Trinity Horse yet. Okay. Not sure why Danny Phantom stuck around there. Brinty Spears was definitely coming. Just basically 100-0s him. Anyway, tastes like purple. Even with the loss of their AD carry, it looks like they will be the ones starting up on the Baron. There's no vision in the area for the outsiders. So, in spite of how slow they're taking it, they're in really no danger right now. And, you know, there it goes. If they hold on to it for another 2 seconds, wait! Oh! Just hold it off for another second, you could give it to Danny Phantom, but now Danny Phantom doesn't have the Baron buff. Unfortunate. Oh, Silver Spade gonna run into Swerve Lord. Silver Spade gonna get caught by the Dazzle. Justice Punch does not clear the wall. Oh, but Silver Spade gonna be found by Brinty Spears. Unleash power not available. Ignite goes down. He needs another Dark Sphere, but he doesn't find it. Silver Spade makes it out alive.
Will resume when I return.
Alright, so Slizzo in the top lane. Slizzo hasn't recalled for quite a while. I think Slizzo could definitely recall. He's sitting on almost 4k gold. Oh, Lunchbreaker finds Danny Phantom. He's gonna taunt him up, and Danny Phantom's basically killing herself onto Lunchbreaker's Thornmail. Has to flash out, rejoin her team to get some help. But yeah, Slizzo sitting on low mana, 4k gold. Really just needs to take a recall at this point. There's no reason for him to continue pushing, honestly, but he's gonna try and keep doing so. The outsiders are not responding to him appropriately anyway, so why not, I guess? Yeah, and Swerve Lord, even with that, he's not going to be able to stop him, and now he's stolen the blue buff from the enemy jungle, so he's happy. Unleash, or Scatter the Weak gonna find Danny Phantom, but the Dazzle will not. The tower goes down in the top lane because Swerve Lord can't do anything to stop him. They're sending Randall up now. True Shot Barrage comes out to thin out the minion wave just a little bit. Dazzle will find him. Silver Spade gonna get a Cosmic Findings. Slizzo exhausted as they're trying to focus him down. Hero's Enter is gonna come out onto Randall just to keep him nice and safe. Cosmic Radiance coming out. Dazzle will stun him up. Slizzo is just ignoring him and gets the big Decimate heal as they focus down that one. Meanwhile, they've gotten the tower in the bottom lane. Slizzo is 1v2ing and ignoring them. Knuckle Dog gets taken out by Super Lunchbreaker going very low. Infinite Duress will find Brinty Spears, and now Lunchbreaker will finally fall. Slizzo killed off Randall in the 1v2 while taking the inhib, and Swerve Lord will be the next to fall. Flashes out. Will he bleed out? It doesn't matter because Danny Phantom autos him down. It will be Taste Like Purple taking the victory in the quadra kill to end the game for Danny Phantom. Taste Like Purple will take the victory over the outsiders. And we will have the game glitched out, but I think you know the outcome. The outsiders, or Taste Like Purple, do take the victory over the outsiders in a nicely fought game. So, we will throw up that MVP poll for you. Let us know who you thought was the MVP for Taste Like Purple in their victory over the outsiders. We'll stick around for a few minutes to figure out who you guys think. One vote off the bat for Slizzo. 2 votes for Slizzo, 1 going over to Panther. Not gonna stick around too long, but there's votes across the board, but Slizzo is just slightly ahead of his teammates. Right, Silver Spade getting a second vote to tie him up with Slizzo. Did definitely have some very good tempered fates for sure. Silver Spade actually pulling himself ahead now. 3 votes compared to 2 on Slizzo, 1 each for Panther and Danny Phantom. I'm not sure how many more votes will stream in. We'll wait just a few more minutes, but Silver Spade now has 4 votes compared to the 4 total across his other team members. There goes 5 over to Silver Spade. And I think that's mostly going to be it. I'm not sure how many viewers we totally have right now. So I think we're going to end it here. Silver Spade will get the MVP for Taste Like Purple in their victory over the outsiders. But that is going to be it for us thank you guys so much for watching. Again, really sorry that we can't have our casters out here. We would really love to have our other casting team do some of these divisions, as well as have me have a co-caster for all of the games. But unfortunately, people's schedules just don't work out with the OKLCS broadcast times. I hope that me casting solo isn't too much of a detriment to you guys. But that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you next week for week 5 of the OKLCS. Have a good night, everybody.